Well, hello, everybody. Sorry, man. I had some YouTube malfunction. I don't know what it was or what happened, but for some reason, YouTube was kicking me off before I even got on. I guess they know that I'm coming with the heat tonight. So we're going to see what happens, man. We got some great prelims that happened. It was absolutely amazing. And let me see what's going on with this thing. Hopefully, you guys are able to let me know if you guys can see me here in the chat. Live chat. Let's go ahead and connect this thing, see where you guys are at. Yeah. Word. I love it. You guys got me? Tell me yes, no. What up? Sorry, guys, man. I had some issues with the YouTube. YouTube was giving me a hard time. So I just wanted to jump on. What's up? Man, we had some great prelims. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Uh-oh. Let me see what these guys are doing. Looks like you're frozen. Everything okay? Hit me up. Let me know. Ooh, we dropped. Hit me in the chat. I see you. You see me? Can you hear me? Let's see here. Sorry, guys. We're having some YouTube. Is it all figured out? You guys got me now? Sorry, man. We had some YouTube malfunctions and I had to recreate this whole thing. So hopefully yep. Looks like we're live now. I have to turn this volume down. What's up, everybody? Hey, guys. Sorry, man. It's been, I'm not very tech savvy. That's why I have my man Podcast Dave and I have Keto George. Those two guys kind of hold it down for me when it comes to this type of situation. So, yeah, hold on, cry. I was in such panic mode that I was like, yo, Dave, jump on here real quick. What's going on? He's like, yo, you see that yellow circle there up at the top? You got to make it bigger. And so I'm like, I don't see it. It also says my storage is full. So we got to start deleting some stuff out of here as well. So anyways, what's YouTube saying? He's telling me YouTube kicked me off. I'll chat with him when he gets a call. I'm on now. So, hey, that's all that matters. Hey guys, we had a great prelims though. I think this is amazing. I hope that the main card lives up to the same potential that the prelims did because, man, the prelims were fire. I'm going to talk a little bit about the prelims while we get started or get ready to watch the walkouts of the opening fights here. So, but man, what a night of fights so far. And it started off with a bang. I mean, you got to be honest, man. Iwa and Ebo, what a slobber knocker from the jump. And it was awesome, man. I loved watching it. I thought the whole thing was just, obviously it was a very short fight. One round, it was a minute and a half, minute 20, something like that. But it was a great fight, man. Like I love seeing that these guys are coming out and just letting it hang out. And I think that's what's been missing lately in the sport. In the last probably 2 years, I would say there's been a lot of fighters that are making business decisions, and I don't blame them. And I think that they're basically looking at, hey, this is my pocketbook. I can go ahead and line my pockets, make some good money, but I've got to win. Grant Dawson is one of those guys, right? Like he said it at the press conference. Look, man, I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. I'm gonna keep trying to win. Didn't get it done tonight, but normally has one of those game plans where he gets you down, he controls you, dominates you, is able to do stuff. So it's just one of those positions where I think Grant Dawson is, he's a fantastic fighter. He's got all the talent in the world, but he's out there making business decisions, and he made it very clear. Like, I'm out here to win fights, which everyone is, but this is the entertainment business as well. So hopefully he gets a comeback fight and gets recovered from that last shot. But overall, man, I'm looking forward to this night of fights. It is, I guess for me, it's more of a celebration of we are closing the door on pay-per-views. And that's huge because I never thought we would get to this moment. Honestly, when I first started fighting, it was like all you ever wanted to do was fight on pay-per-view, which is funny because we never thought in a million years we would be like on Fox or we'd be on CBS or we would be, on a normal channel. And I know that the UFC started off on Spike TV. I think it was called the Man's Channel or the Men's Show or something like that is what it was called back then. And they showed a bunch of old school, like, Van Damme movies and Steven Seagal movies. It was more of a man's channel kind of like thing. And I thought it was cool. They definitely catapulted this thing into a whole new world in terms of fighting, right? In terms of entertainment and bringing it to the every household, which to me is phenomenal. Like I can't tell you guys enough. Like I want to spend more time talking about all the positive stuff that goes on in this sport versus all the negative stuff that goes on in this sport. I think the positivity of what's about to happen CBS is a huge deal. You know, I go all the way back, and I had Rich Chow on recently, who was the matchmaker for Elite XE, matchmaker for Strikeforce. He was one of the guys that helped start Rumble on the Rock with BJ Penn and JD Penn. And I had him on recently, and that show will be releasing probably middle of next week sometime. So if you guys can take a listen to that show, it gives you a throwback into like a little bit of the Elite XC era, you know, the Strikeforce era, and how they had the CBS deal, and how just the Mayhem Miller and the Jake Shields fight and all that stuff, and what happened that night, and the behind the scenes look on that, and where this sport has kind of come full circle. It was a huge deal that Strikeforce was on CBS, and then that got taken away because of that. I wouldn't say so much taken away, but they were putting time out, as Rich Chow would say, that they were putting time out. When they were putting time out, man, it really kind of changed the dynamic of where Strikeforce was going and where MMA was going, because they were still battling with human cockfighting, being called human cockfighting and all those things. So it was one of those. It was a very rough situation, I think, for the sport at the time, because they were dealing with that and they were still trying to get to that next level. Whereas the UFC was doing a great job, with the Spike TV situation and growing from there. And I think CBS saw the growth that it could potentially have. Just they weren't ready to put it on a mainstream channel like CBS or Fox. Then eventually Fox saw what Spike TV was capitalizing on. Like, hey, we got to get our hands on that. They got their hands on that. And I think the rest is history, man. Fox was a huge deal for the UFC. I also think leaving Fox and going to ESPN has really just normalized the sport, because once you put it on a platform like ESPN, it really tells the world this is a real sport. This isn't just human cockfighting. This is a real sport with real athletes that work their ass off. They train their asses off, and they get out there and they throw it all on the line. And I thought the Fox moving to ESPN, the UFC moving from Fox to ESPN, was a huge deal. Huge. And what I mean by huge is it catapulted into that every home, or almost every home, that really enjoyed sports. It wasn't just on the Man channel anymore. It wasn't on Fox. It was, and I know Fox was a huge deal, was a big deal, but putting it on the ESPN platform made everyone feel like it was a true sport that could be watched by every household, in the world. And then now with this move from ESPN to CBS, I really feel like the biggest shows are on Paramount. The biggest shows are on CBS. You've got, all the shows that were on Paramount. You got Landman right now. You've got, all the other shows that Taylor Sheridan is writing and doing. And I heard that he's leaving Paramount, which that sucks, because that was a lot of eyeballs that would love to have probably stayed and watched the UFC. But there is tons of TV series and movies and stuff that are available on Paramount that I think would definitely help catapult the UFC even to every single household. You're scrolling through, watching, oh, look, there's another UFC on. Oh, look, there's this. So I think this move to CBS is a even bigger deal. We even talked some of the numbers, when you're talking about Kimbo Slice, and you're talking about when Jake Shields fought, Dan Henderson, and you had Kimbo Slice versus James Thompson, Kimbo Slice versus Seth Petruzzelli, and those numbers were in like the I want to say 6 to like 10 million range. That was huge, huge. And then now we're at a whole nother level. I mean, think about what Jake Paul did when he fought Mike Tyson. I think it was Mike Tyson. He fought Mike Tyson on Netflix, and that did at the peak, it did over 4 million views at one point that were watching at that one time. So that is a big deal. And I think that CBS will help get the UFC across the board, along with Paramount, to get it across the world to everybody. And they'll find ways to make sure that it gets into as many households as they possibly can. So, hey guys, if you guys can do me a favor, can you help me with this spam problem that we got with these people that are spamming us? If you guys can delete them out of there, I'll thank you guys so much. But I know guys like Lazy Bed's normally here. We got some other guys that normally help me out in the chat section. And man. And if you guys can try to help get rid of them all, man, I hit you. I love you guys, man. Thank you guys so much. Fedor versus Brett Rogers did 10.5 million on CBS. Huge. You know what I mean? Like huge. That was unheard of for numbers. Pay-per-view was lucky to break 1 million. It wasn't until they hit 2.5 with Habib and Conor McGregor that they ever got even sniffed close to 2 million. I think Conor, at his Aldo fight, I believe, did 1.6, somewhere around there. but that was also when pay-per-view was at a whole other level. So I don't know. I looked at the growth of, or the fall of pay-per-view, which I'm so happy is good for all of us. For all of us normal people that don't want to keep dishing out, $1,500 or $1,300 a year to watch the UFCs. It's definitely helping a lot of those people. And also, too, it gives everyone an opportunity and a chance to watch and start to follow a fighter. Hey, I can now follow you because now you're on, year round, and be like, hey, I have my handful of fighters in each weight class that I can now follow. And so I think it's a big deal, man. I think it's a huge deal. People are trying to snub it like ESPN's a bigger deal than CBS, and I just don't think so. I think, sure, you can go to sports on ESPN and always find it, but I don't know how many people really go back and watch it off of ESPN more so than like, hey, once they get the results. That's what the difference is with fighting, is once you get the results of fighting and knowing that's, a couple minutes long or whatever it is, like no different than the Mike Tyson era of pay-per-view where he'd fight a minute and a half. You're like, that's why I didn't buy it. So fighting is a little bit different than, say, an NBA game where there's the lead up and the build up to the fourth quarter. And yeah, man, I mean, I'm glad that we have moved on. I'm glad that we are, I'm glad that we're making the move over to CBS and Paramount. So yeah, they're definitely going to increase the price. I saw a couple of people talking about, yeah, it's going to be $25.99. It can be $25.99. It won't be $80 a month plus my $10 or whatever it is a month as well. I think I was paying $23 a month for ESPN because I wanted like the no commercials and all the other stuff that came along with it. So I'm ecstatic. I'm ecstatic over the fact that I'm not having to pay that much money for everything. So overall, yeah, I'm excited about it all. Hopefully you guys are as well. I did watch a little bit of the press conference the other day, but hey, what's with the scarf? It's not really a scarf. It's a gator. I was out watching my son all day in I'd say 42, 45 degree weather. It was a little misty too. And I don't know, man, I'm still feeling a little cold deep down in my body, in my bones, buddy. Jake versus Dan Henderson did 8.5 million. And the reason why that card, and that's funny, I talked about this with Rich Chow. The reason why that fight card did so well was because Dan Henderson didn't sign with the UFC and went to CBS, or he went to Strikeforce. And that was a huge deal because Dan Henderson had been like the 5-time King of Kings and then the Pride champion and all these other things, right? Where he'd had great performances over Vanderlei Silva and all that. So that was a huge deal when the UFC didn't land him and Strikeforce did. That's why when that fight happened, it's funny because part of that fight card, or majority of that fight card, the main card on CBS was a little bit of a snooze. Yeah, it was a little bit of a snooze fest. And look, I'm free to say that because it was, it just didn't have the action that everyone was expecting it to have that night. So it was Jake Shields, Dan Henderson. I want to say Nick Diaz fought Danny. Geez, man, I can't remember his name. Gosh, man. This guy that had like a mohawk and like kind of dyed hair. It was like normally like he leopard printed it and stuff. It wasn't Mayhem Miller. It was another guy. So Josh, I'm traveling next year. Where's your gym? My gym is in San Jose, California. I own a UFC gym out there. It's a 50,000 square foot big box gym that is in San Jose, California at the Oak Ridge Mall. That is my facility, my gym. And yeah, if you guys want to swing by, tell them Josh sent you. And, if you're only there for a day or two, we might be able to swing you a couple free passes, man, for that time frame. Strikeforce never signed Dan Henderson and Fedor. They were Showtime signees. Okay, yeah, you are correct. But yes and no. So they were Showtime signees. That you would be correct in that. They were actually, no, you would not be correct in that. They were Strikeforce signees, but Showtime paid them. So there's a difference there. And that's a little bit as we went to Showtime, my second contract was very similar. So I was a Strikeforce under contract with Strikeforce, but I also had a Showtime. Showtime paid me. So I don't know how they work that out. And if you guys can help me get rid of these bots or these people that are spamming us, I'd appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and hit me up in the question department and I'll try to tag it. Go ahead and throw me some tips or some super chats. I appreciate you guys, man. I'm going to be here for the whole main card. And when we get done, I'm going to also film a full recap on the main card. And obviously I'll talk about the action-packed prelims. a little bit, but I'll drop that show first thing in the morning so you guys got something to watch. And then I will be doing a live with my boy Angelo. And I know a lot of you guys are like, "Yeah, Angelo." Look, man, I have fun with the guy. He's fun. He's got a good personality. He likes to kind of chomp at me a little bit. It's fun, man. So if you guys have any questions, hit us up tomorrow evening. I want to say it'll be at 7:30 is normally when we do it Central Time. So 7:30 Central Time is when we do our live show tomorrow night. Join us. You got Jan Blachowicz inside that cage right now. This is a big fight, man. This is where we find out with Jan Blachowicz. Is he over the hill? He's what, 42 years old, I believe. And Guskov, like somebody who just comes forward, has got a big noggin. Doesn't look that big right now when I'm looking at it, but he's got a big noggin. And man, but he's ranked number 11, and you got the number 5 guy in Jan Blachowicz. This should be a damn good fight. Damn good fight. So 42 and 33 years old. 33 is in your prime. 6'2", 6'3". So the height discrepancy will not be a factor, but there's your boy right there in the red jacket, Bruce Buffer. This guy is wild. Oh, man. If you guys ever gone back, I'm glad you like Angela. Who said that? Said some dude in the chat. Yeah, I know. I'm glad. Look, let's keep it positive. I love Angelo, man. He's been fun and great for the show, and we're having some fun with it, man. We're having some fun with it. So he's got some bad takes. No pun intended, given the fact that we do another show called Bad Takes. We both have some bad takes every once in a while. I got annihilated by the take on the Kamaru Usman and Islam and Ian Gary stuff. So if you guys haven't seen that, go back through and check it out. But it was fun, though. We had a good time. Look, guys, there's always got to be a good guy and a bad guy. And we've always got to strike up some conversation. You don't think these guys that are working at the desk for the UFC, or even when I was working at the desk for Bellator, we have conversations. Like when I would work with Chael's like, "Hey, man, can I talk about this guy?" And you talk about that guy. And I'm like, "Yeah, let's," because most of the time Chael didn't know the guy's name or didn't know how to say the guy's name. And even when you did tell him, he would butcher it so much. I think he did it on purpose, but that was Chael, man. It was always fun to work with. Great guy, man, all around. So it's funny. And then you got George Harrett, my man Keto George in the chats, brother. Keep it going. Keep the chats going. I appreciate it, George, man. Thanks, my man. Thank you. So it's good times as always. But there's your boy Jan Blachowicz, Mr. Polish Power himself. Got the Polish power. But I've only met him in passing. I have never like hung out, party with him. I heard he's very fun to hang out with after a fight, though. Most people have told me that he's like, yo, he's a cool guy. Likes to get down, likes to have, a couple cocktails, and is a good dude. So in terms of, I think someone asked me about the Gator, man. I'm still like a little bit cold after being in the cold all day today, man. It was like misty and kind of foggy, and I wouldn't say it wasn't raining, but it was like just misty. You get that dew all over you. And that came out wrong. All right, let's get ready to go. Let's touch it up. Let's get ready to go. Let's see how this fight happens. Ooh, I think Guskov's got the range a little bit. He's gonna stay long. Does he get caught coming in, or does he get caught going out? That's the question. Because I see some people in there going, yo, Jan's got this. Does Jan got it? I'm at 442, 441. If you guys are watching the fights, 438, 437. If you guys want to sync up your guys' time with mine, I'm at 434, 433, 432. So here we go. I'm going to have to work with Podcast Dave on getting a little clock, something I can click on and get it set up for you guys, because I've seen that Rogan does that when he does his fight campaigns. That's a great idea, having the clock down there so you guys can just follow along where we're at. Yeah, here we go. I look at how Jan stays a very firm boxing position, hands up, guard up, but will he be able to last as the fight goes on? Will he be able to stay on track in the second and third round? It is a lot harder as the fight goes on. You saw it with Andrei Arlovsky as his career moved on, that he would start to struggle late in the fight. He was always good for the first round, and then normally good for the first minute of every round after that. And then it just he started to slow down after the combinations and the pressure and the wrestling and the grappling all got to him, which is common for older fighters. I think Guskov looks good right now. Like staying long, moving the head a little bit. You just got to make sure he stays out of the Polish power range. That left hook, straight right, all of those things. If I was Guskov, though, as well, because knowing that Blachowicz and Jan is basically predominantly a boxer now, and as fighters get older, they tend to get away from the kicks because they hurt. and they tend to get away with the wrestling because there's a lot of energy, and you don't want to zap your energy and leave yourself available later in the fight because you're tired and fatigued. Is they end up just turning into predominantly boxers. And if I was Guskov, I would start, calf kicking the leg. And we saw that other fighters had success with the calf kick, on Jan as the fights went on. And Jan's had success also too with like with Ankalaev when he started kicking the inside of the calf. At 33 years old, though, with Guskov, he should be the better, more in shape fighter, which kind of drives me a little crazy that these guys don't start to wrestle. When you're fighting an older fighter, you should really start trying to wrestle early, slow him down, control him a little bit, make him work, make him pummel, make his arms and stuff feel heavy so he's less explosive and some of the power goes away. Nice jab out of that movement there from Guskov. He should have followed up a little bit like how Jalen Turner did, kind of tracked after him, stayed right in front of him, trying to make him miss so he can make him pay. Ooh, that's what he's got to be careful of. Guskov's got to be careful backing out with his hands down because that left hook is huge from Jan Blachowicz. Let's go. Oh, big jab by Jan, though. Nice work. I'm at 152, 151 if you guys want to sync your time. I'm at 148, 147, 146, 145. If you guys want to try to sync your times, your TVs with me. Yeah, he is an old bull. I see that. Hustle Bones, he is an old bull. Hey, man, those guys, they want to walk down the hill and just fuck them all. That's what they want to do. Yeah, he's out here to be a spoiler, man. You got number 11 in Guskov trying to make a run, trying to build his name off of Jan. Let's see if it can happen. I would prefer he threatens a little bit of takedowns if I was Guskov to threaten it. Just threaten him. Doesn't mean I got to get him. I just got to make him work in that clinch, got to make him work and worry about the wrestling. And once that happens, I think the reach and the speed of Guskov will be a little bit better and be able to land cleaner shots on the feet, maybe get him out of there. I like how Guskov's switching his stance. Nice work. I'm at 51, 50, 49, 48. I like it. Oh, nice shot, though, by Jan right there. A little through the right hand, kind of missed the right hand, but they came with a little short left hook. Guy's got some clean boxing. Very clean. Let's go. Someone's got to win this round clearly. Who do you guys have right now winning this round? Yes. Look at this. Jan almost pulled his hamstring trying to get his foot up to his head. Oh man, that's the problem when you get older trying to throw kicks. You're afraid to make something you might pull something. Another nice kick. Got to work the kicks to the body, then go back down low to the leg. Very close round. Who'd you guys score that first round for? Jan is controlling the range. He is, but the output's not the same as Guskov. But they both had some good exchanges in that round. Very close round. Gonna be a hard round to score. Give me some content, man. Who do you guys think won that round? Let's go. Drop it in the chat. Tell me who you guys think won the round. And then on top of that, though, tell me also if you guys can tell me what the corners are trying to tell them. I can't have the volume on. I'm hoping that maybe changes next month. I'm not sure if we can have it the volume on because of the copyrights, but because it's on free TV, I don't know if it'll be that big of a deal. We'll have to find out. I'll have to look into it. Jan, you have Jan winning the round. Okay, I got one person that says Jan. Azray videos. That's why you should judge a fight as a whole instead of a round by round. I also think we should have half-point scoring system. So rounds like this, the fight's not fully out of reach for somebody else. If you give me a half-point scoring system, it's basically 9.5 to 10 versus a whole 10-9 point. It's so just outdated. It's outdated. Very much like CDs and DVDs and shit. Ooh, Jan's got to be careful with his fingers open. He swiped there with his fingers. Got a couple of rule breaks tonight. There's another swipe with the hand open. I like that little snap head kick only because it keeps Jan at range. It's like using it. Oh, nice jab though by Jan right there. I'm at 412, 411, 410 if you will. Oh, big right hand. Oh man. Guskov with a beautiful right hand, trying to finish him, putting him away. He's picking and choosing his shots. I like how he didn't just flurry right away and just throw recklessly. He's trying to control and get it right down through the middle. Nice work. Nice elbow. All the talks that I've had with referees, if you start throwing elbows, the referees start to really pay attention. And I think this is a ref cam. This is like one of the first times we've seen a ref cam for the UFC. And it's a way better ref cam than we've seen from any other promotion. Nice job. Oh, he's got that hook. He's got that heel hook. He's got, if I'm Guskov, I'm gonna start pushing the legs, pushing the tip of the knees of Jan's knees down past my knee. So it takes away that heel hook. Or start like basically pulling his ankle towards Jan's face. He's got some nice shots. Good elbow. Try to hit that elbow there. Ooh, he's got to be careful keeping that. Don't let that heel up. Oh, I hate these. Ooh, Guskov's like, oh, I'm good. He's smiling at him. And this is my problem with heel hooks is that they're never on until they're on. If you have any grappling or training whatsoever, you know that they're never on until they're on. Man, we're only 2.5 minutes into round 2. Nice job, though, by Guskov. Just really staying on that top position. And that's another thing with older guys. It's a lot harder to scramble back up to your feet. You don't have the flexibility. You don't have the explosiveness just to pop right back up. I love that can opener. I used to use that can opener all the time. Love it. What it does, it helps to open the guard, so it makes it easier for you to posture up and land ground and pound. Beautifully done. This is where I think at any time this fight hits the ground, I think just the ability to go ahead and throw down heavy shots and control the top position, have the energy to control the top position. That'll be Guskov. Ooh, keep that shoulder in. Get your hips back in front of him. It's easier to land ground and pound from that sideways position, but it's also more dangerous because there's an opportunity to get armbarred or triangled in that position. Man, what is going on with these spammers? Got to get these spammers out of here. UFC's got to create an app that just gets out of them all. Butcher Her Baker 42. Who do you call a beta? Sick camera work. UFC knows. It is nice. It is nice that they're utilizing. It looks like a ref cam, to be honest. If you guys recall, like some of the first ref cams, it was like kind of like over pixelated, and then it was like kind of washed out. The lighting was too bright. It was just it was blurry. It was like jumping all the time. This is awesome. This is obviously like a meta cam. So you would think that Dana's relationship and the UFC's relationship with Zuckerberg, they're probably trying to use some sort of meta cam. That elbow looked like it landed clean. It kind of hurt Jan Blachowicz right there. We're at 58, 57, 56 of the second round. If you guys want to sync your time up with us. I'm at 50, 49, 48, 47. Guskov with a great job so far controlling that top position, really making it difficult for Jan to get back up to the feet. The spammers, bro. I know. I've got to actually do some research on how to block these guys. Just block them once and get them out of here. Spam city. Spam. Jan making space, but no scrambling. And that's the problem with the older guys. They don't have the flexibility to like basically like technical stand-up anymore. Guskov looking for that submission. Jan doing a good job in terms of defending the submission, but then that entails him putting his back flat to the ground, and that's exactly where Guskov wants him to be. I mean, this was a pretty dominant round. You give it a 10-8. That's the question. Is this a 10-8 round? I mean, what do you guys think? Was this a 10-8 round? I think it was a 10-8 round. Dropped him, dominated, cut him up pretty bad. It could arguably be a 10-8 round. I know we don't give him enough, but this is kind of that mediocre, close to a 10-8. Oh, yeah, beautiful shot right down the middle between the guard. Bink right there. Sat him to his butt. Came in, did some good work, and this is when the damage was done. Beautiful elbows. I love it. And like I said, if you want a ref to pay attention, you've got to start throwing elbows. Oh, you saw him wince right there. You see that where he winced? Like, oh, that's just a nasty shot. He covered up. He's got like a Polish forehead too, just all the scar tissue around his eyes. I don't know what a Polish forehead looks like, but if I had to imagine what one looks like, it looks like that. Yeah, bro. Where podcast Dave at, bro? I know podcast Dave. He's got 3 babies, dude. Like that guy's got his hands full, man. That guy's got his hands full. I was texting him for some help earlier, and he's like, "Yo, man, I got a crying baby right now. I'm gonna have to just only text." He's like, "You can't call, I can't talk." She's trying to get her to sleep. Started laughing. Yes, nice work, nice work. Beautiful. These guys, look, back to just the rhythm of just the pace of boxing. Like you see Jan right now with the boxing, just kind of keeping his hands up. But look how much more he has slowed down because of all the grappling and the damage he took in the second round. But I definitely have that round a 10-8 round though. Not a 10-8. Oh, who does that say? It says DZ Ray videos or whatever. You're saying no 10-8, huh? Interesting. Oh, Jan pushing the pace right now. Oop, 10-8 Guskov, Aaron Bronstetter. That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. Ooh, and some people say it's a 1919. Oh, nice shot though by Guskov and nice return though by Jan. Jan it doesn't look like he's slowed down too much. Yeah, I want to know exactly if he ended up winning a 10-8 round in this, and we'll hear about the scorecards here in a little bit. This is the thing about someone who's 42 years old in Giannis. And what I love is there's no wasted energy. He just walks forward a little bit, stalking, hands stay up pretty close. I mean, it is the third round, so they're a little tired, but there's not a lot of wasted energy. He throws straight punches. He's not winging. He's not missing a whole lot. I mean, great work by him for someone who's 42. It looks good. Still has power. I would say Guskov's actually breathing a little bit heavier than Jan right now. But the fact is that, Guskov is the faster fighter, fights longer as well. He's got to be careful. He don't get shot. He don't get hit with a big shot from Jan. That Polish power going to come through. A little bit. I don't know if you guys, nice straight right though by Guskov. I don't know if you guys watched back in the day. There used to be a guy named Big John Studd that wrestled back in the WWF days, not the WWE days, the WWF days. And Jan Blachowicz kind of looks like him. Oh, it looked like he almost caught him with the left hook. Oh, you got to keep fighting, man. You got to keep fighting. I thought maybe he did poke him, though, because he pushed away with his hands open. It looked like he pushed away with his hands open. Guskov's got to just fight. That's when you can tell fighters are starting to get a little bit tired. Ooh, Jan's finding his range right now with 2 minutes left. 204, 203. So I'm at 159, 158, 157 of the third round in the Blachowicz fight. Justin Bills, 337. That's where I'm at right now. I'm at 148, 147, 146 of the third round. Yeah, I think John does have it in the bank right now. It really comes down to how they scored the second round, though. Was it a 10-8 round? Aaron Bronstetter had it 10-8. I also was on the fence. I could see it being like a 10-8 and a half if they were giving out half scoring systems. Oh, yeah. Nicely done. Nicely done. Nice job by Jan. 110, 109, 108, 107 in the third round. Oh, he almost hit him with that straight right. Caught him a little with the left hook to kind of freeze him in that spot. Yeah, Guskov's got to get going, man. He's only got he's got 54 seconds, 53, 52, 51 to try to steal this round. I've got him losing this round. And I think Jan possibly won the first round. It could go either way. It was a very close round. I'd hate to be a ref for this fight. But I thought there's been two clear dominant rounds. Round 2 was Guskov. I think round 3 for sure is Jan. Round 1 is what's going to leave it up in the air. Very close fight. Oh, big left hook though by Jan. Nicely done. This is beautiful, man. Jan's put on a great performance. 42 years old, man. 42. Fighting a great fight right now in the third round. He's fighting a 33-year-old. The 33-year-old looks tired. He's big shot. Oh, man. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, man. Saved by the bell. What a fight. What a fight. Great fight. The second round, third round definitely saved the fight. First round was a total filling out process. If you guys didn't watch the first round, you didn't miss much. But the first round is what's going to decide this fight. That's really what's going to happen. The first round is what's going to decide this fight. Guskov for sure won the second. Jan Blachowicz for sure won the third. And they won it, I wouldn't say equally, because Guskov won. He got the knockdown early and then controlled and dominated the rest of the round. And he did a lot of damage from the top. Big elbows, cut him open. But in the third round, Jan came out, landed the harder, cleaner shots, and controlled the ring, did everything he was supposed to do in that third round, and then dropped him at the end and almost put him away. So a very, very close fight to call. It's going to come down to how that first round was judged by the judges. Those of you guys in the chat, man, if you guys can help me with those spammers, man, get them out of here. Get them out of here. Kick rocks. Tell them to kick rocks. Beat it. Scram. Yeah, I mean, this is a great fight, man. This was like the rounds 2 and 3 were great fights. Nicely done. This whole like camera thing is pretty impressive. Oh, he went to the body and then him with that little short right hook right on the button. See, so right when he got to the top position, he started trying to hammer fist. Should have went right to the elbows. Right to the elbows. I'm texting with podcast Dave. Hopefully he jumps. I think he'll jump. Only 29, 28. If you guys can tell me what the scorecards are, let me know. Can you tell me what the scorecards are? I think it might be a draw. Ooh, look at, you can hear Bruce Buffer and you can hear, ooh, I think it might be a draw. That look of surprise from Jason Herzog. That look of surprise and the way he's holding both hands. Looks like he's about to raise both arms. Yep. Go ahead. Give me the scorecards. Come on, guys. Give me the scorecards. Talk to me, Goose. Oh, come on. The suspense is killing me, guys. Ah, I told you. Woo. Great fight. Yes. Yep. Jan 2 rounds, Guskov 1. I mean, it really just came down to the first round, but the Guskov won the first. He won the second round. It was a 10-8 round. Yeah, but look, we normally see like draws, and the fights are normally kind of boring. The only time I could think of a fight that wasn't boring that was a draw was the Frankie Edgar fight. I think it was the first fight. In the and not the first fight. They fought a 3-round fight the first time. The second fight is when Frankie got dropped, was the champion, got dropped like 3 times in the first round, and the fight ended up being a draw at the end of that, and they ended up fighting again the third time, and so on. But overall, man, yeah, Guskov won the second round. Jan won rounds 1 and 3. Makes sense. Definitely makes sense. Had Jan been able to drop Guskov early in the third round and been able to do just a little bit more work, I think he would have potentially either got him out of there or he would end up getting a 10-8 round for himself. But that wasn't the case. He didn't drop until the end. So overall, man, great night. I don't even know. Yeah, that was a great night. That was a great fight, man. Absolutely great fight. The man right there, that guy, the Black Beast. This guy, dude, he's a legend, dude. He is a legend. I mean, I know people are just like, man, he's hilarious. Did you guys see that video of him where his son's like on the ATV and he's not paying attention and his son grabs the throttle and runs it into like the side of the house or something? I'm like, bro, come on, really? Man, you let your little kid on the ATV? and it's running. And like it's in gear. That's the other thing. It's in gear. His son couldn't even touch the pedals, I don't think. Like to touch the gear shifting. But man, he hit that throttle and that shit ran right into the side of the house, I think. And then he like kind of shot him off. And oof. This dude, I've had, if you guys haven't seen the interview I've done with Fluffy, I did it probably about right after his last fight. Had him on and chatted with the man. He's a great dude, fun to talk to. But big fight coming up. I'm excited to see him fight, man. I love watching him fight. I think he's a great fighter. So we're gonna see him. I think him and Strickland, I think are coming up. That'd be a great fight. Great fight. There we go. UFC, what event? Oh, main event, 5-round main event. There we go. There we go in Houston, Texas. I'll take it, man. I live in Texas, so I can make the drive down, get an opportunity to watch that fight in person. So should be fun. Should be fun. I wanted to kind of chat a little bit while we got a little time before this next fight walks. Man, the Iwo and Ebo fight. If you guys only watched the main card, you guys only got to watch like the little bit of the prelims. You guys check it out. You guys got to watch the Ebo and Iwo fight. You've also got to watch the Barboza and Turner fight. Turner looked absolutely fantastic. I'm so glad he's not retired. That's one. Two is sometimes fighters just need a break. They need to recharge their batteries. They need to let it all just kind of relax. And I think I'm excited, man. I'm super excited that he's back. He's fun. He's entertaining. He's getting better on the ground. And no matter how you guys feel about this, look, it sounds like he found Jesus, or he's back in touch with Jesus Christ. And for some people, that's a huge deal for him. And for people that are motivated by that, it gets them refocused. And you see how religion plays a part, not just Christianity or Catholicism or whatever, but religion plays a part in every person's life pretty much. Even if you're an atheist, it plays a part. However you want to, whatever motivates you, and if that's what motivates you, good for him, man. So I just want to say, man, like I said, this new way that I'm doing the podcast, man, I'm going to keep trying to make this positive for everybody. And so I'm happy for him. I love watching him fight. He is a great dude. If you guys ever have an opportunity to meet him, he's fantastic, And Barboza, I know he's never been there for, right there for the title shot. He's been close, never been able to get to it, but he's always been entertaining and one of my favorite fighters to watch. And I know the UFC tried matching me up with him around the Anthony Pettis time when they were trying to get me to fight, or when they offered me the title shot with Anthony Pettis. And he wasn't even in the top 15 rankings, I believe, at the time. And I was like, yeah, can I get somebody that I've actually seen fight more than once? And so I don't want to say I was ducking him, but I was like, yo, I'm ranked number 3. Can I get somebody like ranked a little bit higher? Can I get someone in the top 15, at least? But yeah, I've always been a big fan. Love watching him fight, man. He's had some epic battles with a lot of top guys. Just an absolute stud of a fighter. So I'm sure he'll be back. I just kind of wonder though as well. He always looks super exhausted. And my take on this has always been fighting, even though it's okay to look the part. You even take a look at boxing. Remember like Edward Norton? Is it Ed Norton? Pro boxer. Guys that were super shredded, like buffed, like ripped. Almost as if like you need a little bit of fat on your body to burn while you're fighting. Those guys that are just shredded the way that Barboza is, they have a tendency to like almost like their muscles and everything start to like fatigue as the fight goes on. I almost feel like it's more important to have the Henry Cejudo look or the Cain Velasquez look. Henry's a little, he's got a little softness around him. He's Hispanic, Mexican. He's American Hispanic, but he's Hispanic. I'm half Hispanic. I got a little chub around him, love handles and stuff. Even when I was shredded, I always had a little bit of love handles. And yeah, man, I think that Henry Cejudo, I think that Edson Barboza would probably benefit from maybe eating a French fry from time to time. Maybe like, let's have a cheat meal somewhere in the mix there. I think that would definitely benefit him. So I don't know, but Jalen Turner, welcome back. Great job on your debut coming back. And I'm excited for you because absolutely fantastic person, absolutely fantastic fighter. So look, you've got Peyton Talbot. This guy towers over Henry Cejudo. Henry Cejudo, not a very tall guy, not a very big guy, but man, still explosive. He will be the faster fighter. And I could say he'll be the better wrestler because he will be the better wrestler. But in terms of wrestling, will he be the better wrestler that can hold Peyton Talbot down? If you take a look at the history of Henry Cejudo, he has not been somebody that has been known to just be able to hold fighters down. Now, when he does get on top, he does a great job of moving around the legs, getting kind of into half guard position, like you just saw with the TJ Dillashaw fight and other fighters that he's been able to finish. He's able to work around the legs and land some good ground and pound. But he's got to be very cautious and careful of Peyton Talbot's reach and obviously his power, because the reach of Peyton Talbot is he'll be able to strike and land on Peyton Talbot, or sorry, Peyton Talbot will be able to land on Henry Cejudo as the fight goes on if Henry's not careful. And like I said about Jan Blachowicz, I'm going to say the same exact thing that I said about Jan Blachowicz, and I'm going to say about Henry Cejudo. At this age, you've got to be very careful how much energy you put out. And luckily, this is a 3-round fight, but this is a lot faster tempo of a fight for someone who is 38 years old, which Henry Cejudo is, I believe. 38 or 39, but I think he's 38. That being said, it's going to be a fast-paced fight. Now, luckily, Peyton Talbot is not a fast-paced fighter. He is someone that will walk you down, who will put pressure, but he fights at kind of a cruising pace. But he's still a very explosive fighter. He's got good power. And I look at this and I think, man, this is Peyton Talbot's moment he's already kind of starting to get into that star power position, but this is his moment. This truly is his moment. So, when I'm watching this fight, I go, hey, if you make the leap into being one of the top guys in the bantamweight division, man, him and somebody like a Sean O'Malley, because they're tall, longer in length, it would be a very fun fight in that bantamweight division. So definitely excited. Let's see something like that happen. There's other guys out there as well. I know he's also green, but he's got to get past Henry Cejudo. Can he stop the takedowns? I don't think he'll stop the first or the second one, but I think he'll be able to get back up. And I think Henry's got probably the faster hands, but Henry's got to be careful exiting and not getting hit on the way out because of Peyton Talbot's reach. So this is, I think, a huge step for Peyton Talbot. So, hey, man, I want to say Shiz19. No, Shiz, you keep changing your name, man. You keep changing your profile name. Shiz19, I'm going to go ahead and hit this super chat. I want to thank you for the $20 super chat. My man. Middle finger to Sean Strickland for saying, we don't need a terrorist from Russia to be a champ. We don't need last names ending in Medov to take over. Sean, focus on getting the belt. You can defend your belt once. Oof, that was a rough take there, Shiz. But look, to each their own. Sean's going to keep doing what he's doing. And, let him say what he wants. That's what brings on his attention. That's what gets him into the star power. That's what gets you, Shiz, talking about him. And I want to thank you for the $20 super chat. I appreciate you, my man. I know you've been a long-time supporter, member, and everything else. So I want to thank you guys so much for continuing to support. You guys can join our membership programs. I do giveaways once or twice a month. I just sent out to a couple members already. You guys should be receiving, obviously, some LMNT in the mail. I sent off some LMNT to you guys. I want to thank you guys for always supporting the Weighing In channel. Henry Cejudo making his last walk. What do you guys think? I'm gonna go ahead and show your comment, your super chat. I appreciate you, man. I do appreciate you. She's always with the fun, always having fun in our chat. What do you guys think of Henry Cejudo walking away? I know he walked away once before. I feel like he wasted almost 3 years of his prime by walking away too soon and trying to play hardball with the UFC, which I can tell you right now, it never works. Ask Randy Couture, ask everyone else that's ever tried. So, thank you, Shiz, for that super chat. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about Henry Cejudo walking away? Go ahead and drop it there. 8th last walk. That was Butcher Baker, 42.58. That's his 8th last walk. I think this is it. Look, we've had some issues with some people in the past where they've talked about retiring. Hey, I want to thank sorry, I can barely read your guys' names because it's so small. Toledo? I can't see it. Man, I got some bad eyes. Let me zoom in a little bit. No, I still can't see it. Esco Tofio. It says right here, it says, stir in the pot. Does Talbot's tattoo provide a bullseye to punch knee? Strickland plays mind games. Yes, you are correct. Strickland does play mind games. We do know that. And Esco Tofio, thank you for the $5 super chat. In terms of the striking and the tattoo, it does, because I've had conversations with other people that have talked about like guys that have goatees. it's like a target for them. Crazy Bob Cook fought Tiki Goshen, and they fought in the UFC. And he's like, all I could see, because Crazy Bob got rocked a little bit in that fight at one point. He's like, all I could see was his goatee. So I just aimed for his goatee the whole time. He's like, and sure enough, it found the button, and I mean, honestly, like whatever gets you going. But look, if you're aiming for the tattoo's right in the sternum, cool. I mean, but you've got to be very accurate with that. You got to be very careful on the exit as well. You don't get hot, you get hit with the big shot on the exit. That's gonna be hard for Henry. He's gonna have to make sure he gets in and gets out fast enough, fast enough with his hands up. All right, all right. Peyton Talbot, man. Peyton Talbot. A lot of hype around this young man. He works with a good friend of mine's company called Tenori. If you guys don't know about Tenori, check them out. They're great, great clothing line, great apparel line. Check out Pat Tenori was the owner and the guy who created Ruka, the clothing line, and then he eventually sold Ruka, and he's now started the company called Tenori. Man, Tenori is a fantastic brand. Check out their newest stuff; they're absolutely amazing. Pat Tenori is a great person. Worked with Pat for many of years. Pat was actually with Ruka was the first person to actually sponsor BJ Penn that brought it onto a big platform. Absolutely, just he knows how to design clothes. He does a great job with his new stuff. So check out Tenori online, man. Check it out. Spammers are betas. I was trying to figure out what you were saying, Butcher Baker 4258. Was trying to figure that out. Esco, thanks for the super chat. I appreciate you, bud. And man, I tell you guys, I'm getting hella old to where I don't. It says pro tip. Where's the pro tip guy? Block the spammers and all their messages. Go away. Yes, please. No, please. If you guys can block them, please do that. That's a pro tip. I appreciate that. Frank Ocean in the corner. Somebody said. There we go. I'm at 441, 440. I'm gonna go ahead and get to yeah. I'll turn that thing off like 3 times. For some reason, it keeps coming. Let's go, Henry. Henry at the speed. Got to keep those hands up, man. Cautious and careful of the knees. I wanted to see, would Henry come out and just kind of like shy away? What would he do? No, he's bringing the action, man. He's bringing the fight. Oh, nice. Almost landed that clean. Very close. I think what happens with guys like Henry Cejudo, right? They've been pushed to the brink. They know how to fight. They've been pushed to the brink in the Olympics. He's been pushed to the brink in his fights. When he fought Marlon Moraes, man, that fight, he had to bite down on his mouthpiece and get after it. And I honestly feel that Peyton Talbot, at this age that he's at, is just not ready for somebody that can just bite down on the mouthpiece and really try to get after him. Now, that might be to Henry's demise if Henry gets caught with something coming in. But, man, Henry just is one of those guys that I never count him out. Nice on the entry on that takedown. Couldn't get to it, though. It's all about that speed of finish. Those of you guys that watch the wrestling, it's all about the speed of finish. Gets in on the takedown. He's got to finish that takedown quick. Otherwise, it's a waste of energy. This is where Peyton Talbot's making his living right here. Stay long, make Henry miss, make Henry lunge in. I'm at 258, 257. If you guys want to sync your time with me. Nice job again for Peyton Talbot there in the clinch. Trying to make space, let the elbow go. Henry, got to be careful. I love how Henry's pushing the pace. Love how he's in his face. He's trying to show the young guy, like, look, I'm going to be right here the whole time. Try to break you. Well, I mean, let's see the replay. Let's see the replay. Keep your fingers in. Man, there was a comment. Oh, nice catch and throw. A little bit off balance. Caught him, though, as he had the leg. Got him knocked off balance. Nice job by Henry. Oh, didn't get. No, was under the nose. But I get it. Fingers out. Not allowed to put the fingers in the nose either, by the way. Oh, nice counter on from Henry Cejudo. Cannot have the fingers in the mouth. Cannot have the fingers in the nose. Can't put it in any orifices. Henry having a hard time covering the distance. Oh, my goodness. Peyton Talbot with the inside trip. Holy cow. Put that on your – no one put money down on that. Nobody probably put money down on the fact that Peyton Talbot was going to get a takedown against Henry Cejudo. Wow. Oh, look at this. He's got good pressure right now on the top. I like how he's controlling. The shorter length for Henry Cejudo, he's got to get out of the guard into a half guard position and start working his way back up on a single leg. Guy that can wrestle as good as him, he's got to start getting himself out of this guard position. Fight a little bit like Volkanovski in this situation. Curl up into a ball. Defend all sides. Work yourself back to your knees. The shorter guys are always the hardest guys to hold down. They don't have any legs you can really figure for. They have it's hard to get a hold of them. And that's like guys like Volk, right? They're so short and stocky and they got some power. Strong legs. I'm at 30, 29, 28 of the first round. Henry Cejudo, Peyton Talbot. 24, 23, 22, 21. If you guys want to sync your TVs to it. I like this. I like this. Look, he's got to get on him. He's trying to let him know that it's here. Oh, another takedown on the timing. Guys, I love how Henry's fighting. I know he's not winning this round, but I love how he's fighting right now. How many times we've seen guys come in and just not want to get like knocked out in their fight? Like they want to just play it safe. My last fight, I've announced it's my last fight. Even Matt Brown was talking about it on the MMA Junkie show that he does with Damon Martin. He's like, look, guys are announcing their retirement fights and then going out there and fighting. It's like, oh, well, like I got one foot out the door. I'm not going to fight hard. No. That's not the case right now. Look at what Henry's doing. I admire this. I really do admire the fact that he's out there letting it all hang out. I love it. He didn't win that round. But look, some guys will play it safe. Henry's not doing that, and I admire that a lot. Oh, nice jab, though, right there. Nice right hand. This was beautiful. Nice job by Peyton Talbot. I was expecting, yeah. I got a $2 super chat from Escort Ofio. Says right here, it says Escofio is Alejandro Gutierrez equals I guess Escotofio. Tenori is great. I love Tenori. So you guys can check out their clothing brand. Thanks, my man. I appreciate you, dude. I appreciate you. Boom, boom, boom. Thanks for the super chat. $2 super chat. Alejandro Gutierrez. I'm not going to call you Escofatio or whatever. I'm just going to call you Alejandro Gutierrez. Nice, Henry. Just stay on him. Like, oh, no, he hit him with a clean shot. Up on the single. There you go. Nice. Good job, Henry. Watch out for that trip again. He's going to try to get the body lock, try to go to the inside trip. Oh, nah. Nice scramble. Keep going, Henry. Nice. Ended up on top. Beautifully done. I'm at 413, 412, 411, 410 of the second round. Nice job, Henry. Nice job. Look to make space. Got to start landing some elbows. Try to pass that guard, at least on one side. Damn. Absolutely insane. Nice job into the half guard position. This is where Peyton Talbot, look, all the stand-up, all the cardio. This is where the young guys, I'm afraid to say this. I'm not afraid to say this, actually. Screw it. Peyton Talbot has not been tested like this. I know he has that one loss where he kind of just totally broke down, but this in this position, this is exactly, he saw, I think Henry saw within that fight what happened. He made Peyton Talbot work, and Peyton Talbot didn't have the answer for it. Right now, Henry Cejudo is making Peyton Talbot work in this position. It's got to get busier, though. Henry's got to posture up, some elbows. Controlling the round is just not enough. He's got to do some damage. I'm at 314, 313 of the second round, 311, 310, 309, 308. If you guys want to sync up your times. This is fantastic, man. Henry with the pass. And this is really where Peyton Talbot lacks the experience and just understanding that, like, the pressure of a world-class athlete on top of you, not just an MMA guy, but the pressure of an Olympic gold medalist. If Henry can just get off a couple more shots, land some more control, he's got to sit him to the hip. Have Henry kind of like sit him to his hip, make him work his base back up. This is where the smaller fight is very difficult to try to control guys, because Henry being the shorter guy, it's going to be harder for him to control him and keep him on the ground. Henry's great at getting to the takedowns. Henry's great at scrambling when they hit the ground. But controlling the bigger guy like Peyton Talbot for Henry Cejudo, it's going to be very hard. Henry's fighting a great fight. 2 minutes, though. There's still enough round left for Peyton Talbot to win this fight, or to win this round. How long do you think that tattoo took? That shit looks like it hurts. I mean, the one on the leg I'm talking about. And I don't understand the black circle in the front and the back. I don't understand it. Like, that thing's on you forever. Nice. Come on, Henry. Got to get busier. Ugh. Oh, Henry's in a lot of trouble right now. Nice job by Peyton Talbot, just controlling his punching. He's not rushing it too much. He's just kind of walking after him. Oh, big shot, though, by Henry. Nice job. Come on, Henry. Bite down on that mouthpiece. Yes. This is where Henry needs to make his living. Up, buddy. Up. Oh, get up. Come on. Get up. Watch that elbow to the back of the head, but come on. Circle off. There it is. This is where, come on, Henry. Nice shot. Come on, Henry. Sorry, guys, man. I'm an old dog guy, man. Like, got to root for the old dogs. This is only round 2. Come on, Henry. Nice, Henry. Get after it. You can tell he's fighting like a man, like there is no tomorrow, because there is no tomorrow when getting back inside that cage. This is his last hurrah. Get after it, buddy. Come on. There it is. Come on. Get after him. Yes, right there. More of that. Big left hook. Come on, Henry. Yes, nice kick, Henry. I love that. Peyton Talbot doing a great job, man. Good round. Great round for both fighters. Great round. Jeez, man. Oh. Oof. Great, man. Henry, see, this is what I'm going to miss, man. I'm going to miss, like, this is the Henry Cejudo. I know people talk about cringe. They talk about, oh, they don't like it, the way he talks and does his interviews and this and that. Look at this dude right now. Look at him in the corner. He's out there giving it every single thing he's got. I love this. I love seeing him do this. Too many fighters play it safe. Oh, man. Big shot, though. Too many fighters play it safe. Nice body shot by Peyton Talbot. They know it's their last hurrah, man. Gosh, man. Great round, though. Great round for both fighters. Henry looks exhausted. This is it. This is the last round that we're going to ever see Henry Cejudo back inside this cage. Last round. This is it. Come on, Henry. This is it. Deep breaths. Get after it. I know I sound a little biased right now, guys, but I love watching Henry Cejudo fight. Huge fan of Henry Cejudo, and also too, this is it, man. Like you're seeing somebody that's been in the sport for a long time, 2-division champion, Olympic gold medalist. You know, the cringiest interviews we've ever seen, but I admire that about him. I like that about him. He embraced it. You got to love that. Come on. There it is. Come on, Henry. Having to deal with the guy with the long range. Very difficult. George Harris. I love that you're a regular viewer of the show. Come on. I'm at 413, 412, 4 of 11. Come on, Henry. And definitely is slowing down. Got to throw them kicks. I figured that the long range boxing would be a problem for Henry, but Payne's doing a really good job, and he's in great shape. Great shape. Henry has pushed the action in this fight. Oh, watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Oh, scramble, scramble, scramble. Henry took a look up at the clock. 336, 335, 334. Henry took a little quick peep up at the clock when he was getting back up to his feet. He's looking at it right now, taking a look. Big elbow by Peyton Talbot against the fence. This is where Peyton should just try to control the rest of the fight. It's not entertaining, but it definitely will help secure him the win. That was a big shoulder strike. And mixing against this fence here. This is where Henry needs to make space. I'm surprised that he tried to hold on to that clinch and keep it close. Henry keeps looking up at the clock. He's like, man, 250, almost as if like, let me get my breath a little bit. I got 2 more bursts in me. He's got to keep it on the feet, though. Nice scramble right to the mount. Oh, 3/4 mount. Sorry. In that half guard. Henry's got to make something happen here. Get to the back. He's got to sit him to the hip. Sag him. Sag him. For me, I would have went right to the crotch and lifted there. It's a lot of effort, though. A little bit how Bilal did with Leon Edwards. Dumped him right on his head. This whole camera thing is driving me a little nuts because you're not getting good views when the refs are looking down. There you go. They probably got an earpiece in the ref's ear too, like, hey, look straight, look forward, you're looking down, you're looking down. As if reffing wasn't hard enough. Maybe they have someone in his ear going, hey, your camera shot's not good. Can you look up a little bit? Nice snatch, nice dump. Oh, I didn't get it all the way. Oh, I had to circle to the back. Just didn't do it. Come on, Henry. Come on, Henry. Fucking bite on that mouthpiece and let's go. Come on. No, don't let him recover. Come on. Come on, man. There it is. Snatch. Hit him again. Oh. Let's go. 1 minute. We got 108, 107, 106. The third round. Come on, come on, come on. So last minute. This is it, buddy. This is it. Come on, Henry. Oh, big shot. He took a big shot to the body. Right to the sternum. I hate to say it, man. Lift and scoop. There it is. Oh, that took a lot of energy to do that. It's exhausting. 36, 35, 34. Come on, Henry. I can tell you right now, at the end of fights, right, in that last like 15, 20 seconds, if you take a look at the clock, you can see they get a little bit of that burst of energy. I don't know if that's going to happen right now, but there's a tendency sometimes to be like, look, in 20 seconds, I can do anything for 20 seconds. You gear your sprints around it. Ooh, nice. Nice sternum shot there by Peyton Talbot. You can see it. Come on, Henry. Come on. Nice performance, though. Look, he didn't win the fight, but if I'm like, I mean, like, I'm already a fan of Henry Cejudo, but bottom line is, man, you got to respect that. You got to give the man his due, his respect, everything. Payne Talbot, great job. Great job. I think with Payne Talbot, though, he's have a great performance. I think it'll be overlooked a little bit by the fact that it's Henry Cejudo's retirement fight. But it puts him right into that top, 7, 8, I think where the rankings are at. I don't know where exactly where Henry is ranked at. Let me take a look real quick. Henry is ranked in this weight class. He's ranked number 10. So Peyton Talbot will be right there, probably ranked at number 11 or number 10, somewhere in that mix. But I see the smile. I love seeing Dana and Henry kind of chirping a little bit back and forth. That's it, man. Congratulations on an amazing career, Henry Cejudo. I'm glad that you laid it all on the line. Your last fight, I'm glad you gave it your all. I wouldn't have expected anything else. To just, I guess you guys have to understand, to know what Henry Cejudo's been through. He foregone. He didn't go to college. He went straight to the Olympic Training Center and was wrestling. He went straight to the Olympics. All his goals were, he didn't go to college to wrestle. He didn't go win national championships just to say he won national championships. He could have done that. At 20 years old, he went out, 19 years old. I think he was 20 years old, 19 or 20. Became Olympic gold medalist. Insane. Give the man his due, man. I'm gonna give him his due, and you got to give him his love, man. I thought it was a fantastic performance for someone who knows it's the last fight. Could have played it safe, could have circled, could have not got hit with big shots, could have done all these things. But man, he decided to go out there and lay it on the line one last time for himself. But, I would say mainly for the fans. Nice shot right there. And let's not forget, Henry Cejudo is a 125-pound fighter. He's not a 135-pound fighter. Sure, he won a championship at 135 pounds. But if you go back and watch that Marlon Moraes fight, like, Marlon Moraes was having his way with him, I think, until round 3. Like, finally, Henry's like, look, I need to win this thing. Bit down on the mouthpiece, got after it. Absolutely loved it, man. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I love it. Peyton Talbot, great job. Horrible closeout. That's how you get hurt, knucklehead. That's like a Johnny Walker celebration right there. Guy wins a huge fight, does the watermelon crawl in the middle of the cage, ends up throwing out his shoulder, popping his shoulder out. Peyton Talbot with another celebration that could possibly do the same thing. I love the mutual respect. I love how Henry fought tonight. Tip your hat to him, ladies and gentlemen. Last time you're going to see him inside that cage, but good for him, man. I'm glad that he's able to wrap it up and move on. He's got beautiful kids, beautiful wife. Kid definitely outpunted the coverage, with his wife. Look at that guy. What a stud, though. Absolutely what a stud. Gotta love it. Peyton, great job, great performance. Still not sure about the tattoos, but great job. Can't take anything away from your performance. Absolutely love it. If you guys can tell me what Joe's asking him, like, hey, what'd you think? I mean, give me what Joe's saying. What's Joe saying? Yeah. Henry does have that Mexican chin, George. I think it's near impossible to knock out any Mexican out. Chin made of iron. Yeah. Yep. Rest in peace, Triple C. Yep. I mean, look, we got to enjoy him for many years. Sadly, we didn't get to enjoy him for his prime years. He was the fighter that 30-27 unanimous. He was a fighter that at 135 pounds, I would have loved to have seen him. He defended the title. He beat Marlon Moraes for the vacant title because I believe that TJ Dillashaw got suspended for years, vacated the title because of the PED failed test. So he ended up winning the 135-pound title against Marlon Moraes, and then he defended it against Dominic Cruz and got the win over Dom. He defended his 125-pound title. He defended his 35-pound title. And I got to be honest, had he not taken that time away, I would have loved to have seen him versus Volkanovski. I'm not saying he would have won, but at that moment when he was making that run, him and Volk stylistically, the match, the height of both of them, the physical size, all those things just made for a very fun fight, man. A fight that I think would have been one for the ages. And it sucks that he stepped away during that time. It sucks that we didn't get to see him in the prime of his prime and winning titles and stuff. So yeah, it just really drove me crazy that he decided to step away. And look, and once the negotiations or whatever the problem was during that time, like I wish that like he would have saw the writing on the wall after like a year and be like, all right, look, let's just get this thing back on track. I don't have all day. And I don't have, I don't have forever. I've got this little short period of time to enjoy my career. And I really wish that we could have seen him during that prime time. Yeah, I always hated it when he wore those gold shorts. Absolutely hated it. I actually hated the Reebok shorts even more. But the Venom shorts are not bad. Just, man, him at 125, him and the success he was having, coming up short on his first fight against DJ and then coming back and winning the second fight, the second time he fought DJ. Absolutely insane. They're good. And I love how DJ was, very supportive, very just like, look, I've been doing this for a long time. And just, yeah. Yeah, I love it. I love it. Great career, great stuff. Can you guys help me with the spammers here in this section if you guys can? Henry wants to train Peyton and mentor him. Good for him. Good for him. There's that finisher, Marlon Moraes wins that second title, then fights who I consider to be the GOAT of the bantamweight division, which is coming up close tonight. Got to be honest. If Merab wins tonight and he wins convincingly, I'm going to say maybe one more. I put Merab, if he wins tonight and he wins convincingly, I could see him being the GOAT at 135. I'm still a Dom supporter because of how hard I know it is to. There it is, right there with the Dom fight with Henry. I'm still a Dom supporter and him being the bantamweight GOAT, only based on the fact that it's always hard to leave for a year, leave for 8 months, injuries, and then come back and try to catch up to where everyone has passed you up over the last 6 months. He was gone for almost 3 years. Dom comes back and wins the title. So I got to be honest, I put Dom still there because he had to deal with that adversity of the injuries for so long. But I mean, Merab is, I think, just knocking on the door. I think with the win tonight, and if he beats Umar one more time, I mean, I might even put him past Dom. I think if he wins tonight and he does it in 4 fights in 1 year as a champion, that's a lot of training. That's world-class performances, top guys. I don't know. It's definitely something to have a conversation about. But I mean, you put the two of them right there at the top. They're neck and neck. But I think with the win tonight, so forth, so on. So we will see. We will see. Let's see what Shiz has to say. What you got for me, Shiz? Let's see. Thanks for the super chat. Shiz19 says, "Why do you think Henry didn't go for the takedown from the beginning instead of being exhausted in the third and taking his opponent down? Henry took him down in the third. That's how. Look, I honestly believe he was having a hard time covering the distance. When you have a fighter that's tall, long, and legged, look, his wife's way taller than him. I know she's probably in hills, but but." Look, it's hard. It's hard to get in. He's older at 38, getting in, closing the distance. It's very difficult. The penetration to get in deep enough on the hips and get the takedown doesn't matter if you're an Olympic gold medalist. It's still difficult as these guys get younger and as he gets older. So I don't think that it wasn't. If you go back and watch the first round, he threatened it a couple of times, kind of feinted like he was going to do it. He never got in deep enough with the penetration to even come close to getting a takedown. So it wasn't until Peyton Talbot was a little bit more tired and Henry was able to snatch that single leg and try to get to the takedown then. But ultimately, man, tough loss. But what did you like? I was having questions in my mind. Like, would him being of Mexican descent, I was like, there's no way this guy just goes out there and plays it safe. There's just no way. And sure enough, he didn't do that. He fought how I thought he would fight. He fought to the bitter end. Exactly. Exactly. So congratulations to him, man, on an amazing career. You know, I know it's not I know it's not how you want to go out. You don't want to leave on a loss, but let's be honest. We almost all of us do. That's just how it goes. Sucks. Chuck looks great, man. I was at his wedding a little over a month ago. Chuck looks absolutely fantastic. Man, good to see. Good to see Charles Oliveira. He's another guy. Another guy that's just been fantastic. Does Charles go to does he go to 170? There's been talk about him going to 170. So Shiz, man, I want to thank you for the $10 super chat. Appreciate you. Thanks so much. Yeah. I got hustle and bones. That's cool, Josh. But Merab is the bantamweight goat after tonight. He may be. It could be argued, you know. And if you're biased towards, you know, Merab, I get it. I understand. You know, hustle bones. It seems like you're a little biased towards Merab. I get it. I understand. And I am probably a little biased towards the old guys, like I was tonight. You know, no disrespect to Payne Talbot, but you know, I got a lot of support for Henry Cejudo. Henry Cejudo, before he picked what gym he was going to go train at, he came and trained for 2 or 3 days at AKA, and so we were hoping that he would come and train with us there. We just didn't have enough 125-pound, 135-pound fighters for him to train with that were like top level guys. You know, we had myself. And then we had, you know, we had a couple smaller guys, but nothing. There was no one really for him to work with the whole time. Then he eventually made his way over, you know, to I want to say American Top Team. I think is where he ended up at. You know, and yeah. So I don't know. I would have loved to have had him at AKA. That would have been fantastic. I don't know if he would have been as good as he is now. You know, I think with him, his drive, his push, he probably still would have been as good. But I think he's been a fantastic person and role model, I think, for this sport. Obviously, everyone knows it's a little cringe for the media, but still fun. If you know Henry at all, you talk to him, he's just a fun guy, man. You know, he's got, you know, he's quirky and he's funny, but you can't take away from anything he's done. The guy's been an absolute stud inside the cage. So, yep, my man. If you guys have any questions you guys want to throw out to me, man, hit me up with the super chats. I appreciate you guys, man. Thanks so much. And look, let's talk another fight. There was another fight earlier tonight on the prelims. You had McKinney versus Duncan. Man, look, if you guys go back and watch the fight with the sound on. Watch the fight with the sound on. And look, I'm going to keep it positive. But it's just funny because one of the things that I made sure I never tried to do is like early in the WEC days, there were some commentators that would say like, "Oh, the fight's over," and the guy would escape the submission. And it's just you got to be careful how you say it's done, it's over, it's over. Man, DC was talking about it's over, it's done, and then all of a sudden, you know, Duncan comes back and lands a big shot. Oh no, McKinney's out, it's over, and then McKinney would come back and land a shot. It's over. McKinney's got this fight won. Duncan's done. He can't push. It was funny, but also hilarious. It was just great to hear DC so involved with the fight, so like amped up about it that he was just like stumbling over his words. It's over. No, it's not. But I thought the first fights of the night were some of the best fights that we've seen so far. This was a great fight also, but they were so action packed. You couldn't tell which way the fight was going because somebody got dropped, someone got knocked, then the guy came back, and it was just absolutely, it was awesome, man. It was awesome. So fantastic. You know, it's funny because the Ewo versus Ebo fight, it gave me flashbacks a little bit of the Pat Barry Czech Congo fight. If you guys haven't seen that fight, go back and watch that fight. That fight was freaking awesome. So watch that fight and then go watch the Ewo versus Ebo fight. That's a mouthful, by the way. Ewo versus Ebo. Go watch that fight. And that fight, if you compare them side by side, I was thinking to myself, damn, this is exactly how that fight went. It was insane. Absolutely insane. So here we go. Brandon Moreno. I could not believe when I saw the odds that Brandon Moreno was the underdog. So I don't know if the odds are still there at that, like they are or like they were. But if they are, I mean, I'm going to kind of go in and say, hey, I think Brandon Moreno gets this done. I think Tyra is a fantastic fighter, but I think Brandon Moreno gets this done. I think he'll stuff the takedowns. He'll keep it on the feet. He's the more aggressive fighter. This dude looks like Tetsuro Tyra looks like an anime creature. He looks like an anime character, exactly like an anime character. And Brandon Moreno is, man, I mean, he's just mature. Like, you look at him, he's not a kid anymore, man. Matured, full-grown man, like, doesn't have that kid about him anymore. And he had some really damn good fights in the UFC. Damn good fights. And I'm not saying his career is over by any means. I'm just saying, like, you know, when guys make their run, they get to the title, they defend the title a couple times. It's very difficult to see them kind of make another run back. That's why it's impressive to see when guys do that. But Brandon Moreno has been like that mainstay at the top. Sadly, like Pantoja's got those wins against him. And so it'll be a while before he gets another one. But like he said, I'm cool with just continuing to knock these guys down and just keep beating them, you know? And so then eventually they can't deny me another shot. And I understand that. But man, this is gonna be a good fight. I couldn't believe, though, former champion Tetsuro Taira is the favorite in this fight. Yeah, we'll see. We will see. I'm looking to see how Horiguchi fits into this whole mix now. Like, I love Horiguchi, and he's getting a little bit older in age as well. Anime creature, George Harris, 50-40. Bro, I don't watch anime, so I don't know what they call them. They call them anime creatures? What do they call them? What are they called? George, I'm talking to you, buddy. What do they call them? Give me some news. What's up, guys? Hit me up, man. If you guys have any questions, why we can do this real quick throughout. Get rid of these spammers. These spammers are gone. Get out of here. They're little betas, huh? Somebody said that. I saw that. I kind of agree with you. I am a regular viewer on this show. I think that's George trying to get rid of the spammers for us. Those of you guys that weren't with us early, I'm going to tell you guys again, I'm going to film a recap right after this, but I'm going to record it. It'll drop first thing in the morning. I know you guys are with me, but I'm going to film a recap of basically of the fights on the prelims, some of the fights on the prelims that I enjoyed watching. And then I'm also going to talk the main card. There'll be no news on that one for tomorrow in the morning, but I will be doing a live show tomorrow night with my boy Angelo. I know all of you guys love Angelo. You love dunking on him. That's right. Dunk. Love dunking on my boy. He's balding. He's got a tumor in the front of his head. He's balding. He's got basically no hair. He's pretty much just be like all face here pretty soon. Just like they call it hair loss. I call it facial gain. He's just gaining more face as it goes all the way back. But him and I will be doing a live show tomorrow night. Pumped for it. Excited for it. So, yeah. And then we have the fights again. I think the next weekend. I will be traveling for that. So I will do my very best, but we also have the interview with Rich Chow that is dropping. And that was a great conversation, just talking about where the CBS platform and Paramount platform was when Strikeforce was with CBS and Showtime. And then when we went to Bellator and Paramount we were on those platforms with CBS Sports. So there's a lot. I think there is a lot to unwrap. And Rich Chow and I talked about that because Rich was the matchmaker for Elite XC, was the matchmaker for Strikeforce, and then later became the matchmaker for Bellator. It has gone full circle. Now the UFC is making its way onto CBS and Paramount. Huge deal, by the way. Absolutely cannot wait to see these fights for free. I think all of us, this is a celebration tonight of no more pay-per-views. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. We are done. We are done with the pay-per-views, hopefully. I'm sure eventually, as they create bigger stars because of CBS and being on regular TV, that eventually, I think once a year, they'll probably hit us with a $100 pay-per-view fight. Just watch. Give it time, and you know it's freaking coming. You know it's coming. So, Azurai videos. Yeah, Rich Chow is awesome. Absolutely fantastic. And yeah, he's my boy, man. So if you guys get a chance, an opportunity to watch that, make sure you guys tune in. Hit the bell and notifications on our YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button as well. Thank you guys. And yeah, you guys will know when our shows drop. There'll be periodic shows dropping throughout this next couple of weeks because it is the holiday season. And I'm trying to get some more interviews recorded coming up so you guys have an opportunity to fill your time instead of just hang. I know most of us will be hanging out with family throughout the holidays, but if you guys need a moment to step away, feel a little normalcy, then you guys can tune into the Weighing In Podcast channel, the YouTube channel, and enjoy it. So, what does it say? It says FL Timberman. It says Talbot versus Barcelos again. Nah, I don't think so. I think Talbot being where he's at just made himself into the rankings. Let's take a look at the rankings. We got the rankings right here. Peyton Talbot will probably end up somewhere in this. Where is he? Number 10, number 11, somewhere in that mix. Oh, who can we give him? Who can we give him? I mean, depends. I mean, oof. Peyton Talbot. How about a David Martinez? Somewhere in there. I don't want to fast track him. Maybe you give him a Rob Font. Maybe you have the young guy fighting all the older guys and, building his name off of them. That's ultimately what the UFC does. That's ultimately what they do. So go ahead and show you. I want to thank you for that super chat there, FL Timberman. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Thank you. Boom, boom. Let's see. Where are we at? Here we go. 31 and 25. And that's the thing. Brandon Moreno is not old. This dude's in his prime. He's not an old guy. I love the Talbot versus Font, by the way. Azure videos, I would agree. I love the Talbot versus Rob Font. Talbot versus Martinez would be fun as well. I think so also. Where Talbot would have to be careful. He showed tonight he doesn't really check kicks very well. And so the fact that he doesn't check kicks very well, he's got to be careful with Martinez. Martinez got some nasty kicks. Jealous, man. Look at this guy. This guy's ripped and shredded. He's freaking shredded. There's the man right there. That's a pretty colorful tattoo. How long do you think he sat in the chair for that thing? That thing's wild. I mean, that's a lot of color. How did he go from like just black and white tattoos, like just the all black tattoos, and then all of a sudden now he's got two very colorful tattoos. One on his chest, I think it looks like there's one on his left arm. I had a conversation with Phil Baroni about this. Phil's like, I got one tattoo. It was like the New York badass, like between his shoulder blades. And then he got a tattoo like on his ribs or something. And then like, he's like, after like a year, he's like, I feel like I got to even it out. And then he got a tattoo on the other rib. Then he got a tattoo like somewhere. He always felt like he had to even it out when he got a tattoo on one side. He had to get a tattoo on the other. I thought it was pretty funny. Oh, we have a new member. Welcome to the fan. Ninja Moves 3642. Thanks for becoming a member. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's effing go. That's right. That's right. Member for 8 months. Andrew Nance 9585. Let's effing go. Here we go. Brandon Moreno, we're at 452, 451, 450. If you guys want to sync your guys' show to ours. Tyra, man, he's actually bigger than I remember him being, this guy. He is the favorite, you guys. From what I saw on the betting odds early this week, I want to say on Tuesday or Wednesday, he was the favorite. Not by a lot, though. It wasn't by a lot. I think it was like plus, he was like a minus 120, and I think Brandon was like a plus 110 or something like that. So I mean, it's just hard for me to go against Brandon Moreno because he's seen it all. He's fought them all. Now, he hasn't been successful against them all, but he definitely has had very competitive fights. I'm interested to see how he fights. I feel like when you're fighting someone like a Tatsuro Atara, you got to be careful. He's a technician. He fights very clean. He's fast. He's explosive. But I think with Brandon Moreno, he's gotta be like that. He's got to be aggressive. You got to let the fight come to him. There's that elbow. He's working that triangle. Nice. Start pulling on the elbow. He's gonna start trying to switch his guard. There you go. Yep. Sort of lock it in a little bit. Start squeezing his thighs together. He's in that armbar position. That looks like it's getting a little tight. That looks like it's getting a little bit tight. Oh, he's got that elbow. See that right elbow there by Tyra? It's pushed out, was giving him enough room to breathe. If I was Brandon Moreno, though, I'd take my right hand and grab his wrist. There it is. Now pull that elbow across. Start pulling that elbow slightly across. There it is. Now we're trying to adjust the legs. The fence right now is really going to be a problem in this triangle position. This is not where you want to be. Like, I know in an ideal world, like this, he's in tight on this position, but it's hard to finish it from here because of the fence. And the angle is not quite there. You're giving Tyra just enough room to breathe. There's that shoulder separation, the shoulder separation between here and the artery there that keeps you able to stay from being passed out. Yeah, it's definitely the wrong angle there. Hustle bones, I agree. And the worst part is when it's a wrong angle like this, you don't have it locked in, you're carrying the other guy's weight. And Tyra knows that. He's like, look, if I just hang out here long enough, your legs will get tired, your back will get tired. And just having you stacked is pushing on your diaphragm. All of those things become a problem. And see what Tyra's doing is that left hand is actually lifting. Ooh, I don't know about that. That wasn't a good move by Tyra, though. Sometimes that locks you in a little bit tighter. There you go. Brandon Moreno's starting to like pull that elbow across. That angle's getting a little bit better. That lift and slam was the dumbest thing he could have done. We're at a minute 34, a minute 33. Yeah. The angle was getting a little bit better there for a second. He possibly could get the arm, maybe more Kimura than straight an arm bar. Yeah, see, he's looking for that Kimura. Very difficult to get an arm bar from that position. He'd have to go more Kimura. This is a lot of energy by Brandon Moreno. He's been down here for probably 3 minutes. But one thing I don't have to worry about with Brandon Moreno is his ability to continue to fight. He can fight a 5-round fight anytime, anywhere. He's got the cardio and the pressure. His style is meant for 5 rounds. This is a lot also. Tyra's been, nice little sweep there. Tyra's been bent over this whole time trying to get his head out. Restricted breathing. Nice shot, though. Watch that arm and guillotine. He's going to look to try to beat the elbow, and then didn't jump to it, though. Brandon looked like he got hit with something there. A lot of time upside down. If you guys didn't see that, a lot of time upside down. This guy, he looks like he looks exactly like you would draw an anime person. Hustle bones, man. This is what I do, brother. I used to play-by-play for, I worked for Strikeforce doing play-by-play. Not play-by-play, color commentary. Then I worked for One Championship for a couple of years. Worked for them. Then I worked for Bellator. This is what I do, dog. This is what I do. Moreno trains for 7 rounds. I can see that. This guy is phenomenal. He's always in phenomenal shape. Look at him. He just take a couple deep breaths. Like, I'm good. I'm good. These guys, man. George, Keto George in the comment section, blocking out all these guys. Love it. All the spammers. Getting them out of here. Thanks, brother. Appreciate you. Because I haven't quite figured out how to do it on my end yet. That's a lot of work. You got to do one at a time. Nice. First round, though, goes to Brandon Moreno. They attacked the submission. Whoa, big uppercut, though, there right there by Tatsuro Taira. Nice job. I got to tell you, I've trained with a lot of Japanese fighters, and they don't seem to be like they're like, you don't seem like you're physically strong. But their positioning just creates like a different type of pressure. I've trained with Aoki, I've trained with Gomi, I've trained with, oh man, there were so many other ones. Ooh, that was a nasty inside kick that Taira checked. And you don't realize, you're like, this guy's game is not that good, but their pressure, their slow, methodical passing, and just the way that they kind of just methodically get around your techniques is very impressive. Nice job by Brandon Moreno on that sprawl. Oh, beautiful takedown right to the mount. What was Brandon Moreno doing there for a split second? He just laid flat and relaxed. Nice job on coming back under the underhook. That is something you didn't see from Jan Blachowicz earlier. Guys that are not able to scramble in that position. This right here is beautifully done by Brandon Moreno, and then also too by Taira to get to the back. It's that figure four. Watch him. He started trying to go to the side choke, getting into that side position. Nice shots right here. And oh, that was a nasty shot by Taira. Heavy hipped by Tatsuro Taira. Just breaking him down. This is not where Brandon Moreno wants to be. This is nasty. Looking, if he big shots. What a performance by Tatsuro Taira. Not even an argument from Brandon Moreno. Just kind of what? Something about, I don't know. Sorry, man, but something about Mark Smith tonight. The Macy Barber thing, and then now this. I mean, I'm not mad at the stoppage, but it's not as if Brandon Moreno hasn't been in trouble for. But great performance, though, by Tatsuro Taira. That puts him right there, and he's next. He's next in line. The winner, he will fight the winner, I believe. He will fight the winner of Joshua Van and Pantoja, which is what the UFC needs. Brandon Moreno's been there at the top for the longest period of time. Brandon Royval's been there at the top. Amir Albazi's been there at the top. Now Tatsuro Taira has made his way. He's at the top. Yeah, I thought it was a little bit early stoppage. Look, what you have to remember is this, and I've had this conversation multiple times with so many guys, especially Big John McCarthy, is that a ref that comes in has to know the fighter. Brandon Moreno has been former champion. He's been through it all. What are we doing? Look, I get it if you're the first guy on the prelims, or you're in the middle of the prelims, you're a younger guy kind of trying to make your way up. And you don't want to put a nail in a coffin to a young guy and be like, yeah, let's go ahead and let this guy just get beat down and beat to death. I get that. But this is a guy who is, Brandon Moreno's 31 years old, I believe is what we just talked about. At 31 years old, former champion, let the guy go out on his shield. Give him the opportunity to fight this off. Give him the opportunity to keep moving. So I will have to say that I agree with Joe. I agree with Joe Rogan. If you guys are telling me that, I agree with Joe. Now look at this guy. This guy's very talented, very good, very good. He's found look, in the beginning, he was struggling to find it as a home, the UFC. It's very difficult for every fighter that comes over from another organization and tries to make the UFC home. It doesn't feel like home for 2 or 3 fights. He's found his stride. He understands what he's got to do. He's putting in the work. He's getting better. He's probably carrying himself around like a lot of the best guys in wherever he's living at. I've seen him training over at the Jackson gym. I've seen him over there training, but I felt like it was a little bit of an early stoppage. And yeah, definitely a little bit of an early stoppage. So let's go ahead and show this. Let's go. Thank you so much, Shiz. Oh, wait, here we go. We go Shiz again. Shiz, my boy Peter Yan. Remember when he defended so many takedowns when Merab tried to take him down? 49 times. I agree. I agree. But Merab only needs 5. That's all he needs. 5 takedowns, and he'll try to control the top position. He may need a couple more. But when he did get him down, he was able to control it. Let's go by KO. Russia love you, baby. All right, Shiz. Thanks for the $5 super chat. I appreciate it, man. You're my man. Shiz19, my man. Yeah, I mean, look, a lot of people are overlooking Jan. I mean, I had Angelo on. He's been stroking Merab all week. It was kind of embarrassing. And I'm a Merab fan. I love what he's done with his career. He's won the title. I was very much like a Dana White. I was not warm to Merab. I'm like, it's just the constant. Like, I get the constant shooting, but there was no ground and pound. There was no like destructiveness. With like, I'm going to compare him to Habib. Like Habib ground and pound, like his ground and pound was nasty. And that's what, and the talking and the conversation, like there was that's what blew Habib up. The way that Merab has approached it, which I think is absolutely fantastic, by the way, is he has approached it like, I may not ground and pound you aggressively. I may not do all these things, but guess what? I fight action packed. I make funny gestures. I go in there and I actually put on a great performance. But on top of it, he's built himself up into a character on social media. He's presented him. He's built himself up into something that people really love seeing. He is I'm without sounding like no homo, but like he is like he's very like it's just fun to be around. It's just kind of like I enjoy. It's very. I'm looking for a word here, but it's just it's very. I don't know. It's something that people can just wholesome. There's the word I'm looking for. He's very wholesome in this situation. You see him, you understand him, you like him. He's, you could tell right off the bat. He probably doesn't have a mean bone in his body. He just seems like a really good dude. And so I love it. Look at this girl, Mackenzie Dern, the champion, and her daughter. How adorable, man. There's the man. When are we going to see this dude back? This guy's back I think he's back in the testing pool. When are we going to see this guy back? Come on. Let's go, Cerrone. Let's go. That's great, man. Absolutely great. He's such a cowboy. I love it. I absolutely love it. But yeah, she is 19. Thanks for the $5 super chat. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. We will see. Look, there was another fight I want to talk about also that was earlier in the night. You have Dawson versus Torres. Man, oh man, Grant Dawson came out during the week. And my boy Angelo loves Grant Dawson. He loves him some Grant Dawson. I don't know why or what, but his whole thing is he loves him some Grant Dawson. And so he has nothing nice to say about Grant Dawson. Now we have a little highlight, or not a little highlight, but we have got a short that's out or a little clip on it. But he just, man, I think he was probably jumping for joy when Grant lost tonight. Grant is a good fighter, a really good fighter. Control, dominant top position. Just tonight, though, couldn't find the range. And Torres, long, lanky, great game plan. Fought very composed. When you're fighting someone who is mainly like a wrestler, you're really concerned about the takedown. And holy cow. Like he didn't seem concerned, but he was very aware of it. There's a difference. He didn't fight like scared. He fought aware of the takedown and understood what he had to do, but he still let his combinations go. And he fought a fantastic fight, man. Loved watching the fight. Thought it was a great fight. Great performance by Torres. Nice job. And looking forward to seeing him fight again, man. Really looking forward to seeing him fight again. My GOAT, Joshua Van, taking the belt tonight. You think so, huh, Hustle Bones? And Hustle Bones, you say a lot of wild stuff, man. Wild stuff. Good thing we don't bet off of what you say. Tough for Moreno, debatable. Wins against Royval, Pantoja, and now this stoppage. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. Look, it's never easy trying to make your run back. Never is. Christopher Boyd, I appreciate it. It says thanks for the play-by-play. Always enjoy the show. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for the positive comments. I had a lot of people in the comments recently being positive, and I appreciate you guys all being positive, man. Josh, do you read the chat? Yeah, I do try to read the chat. I'm trying to. Too much for a big shot. Oh, stop it, man. Kevin from the Chicago 7635. Yeah, look, you know what, Kevin? I'm gonna give you a little bit of love because it seems like you're kind of new, because you should know then that I read the chat if you're not new. Give you a little bit of love. See, popped you up on the screen. Let everyone know. Kevin from Chicago. I mean, I like Chicago, man. I love me some Gibson Steakhouse, man. Love me some Gibsons. And then what's the other one? Kingston, the blues place that we went to. Kingston Mines. I went there last time I was there. Great time there. If you enjoy a little, I think it's like jazz blues, kind of had a great time there. So yeah, I gave you a little bit of love, okay? Even though you're being a jerk to me. Still like you. Just saying, hustle bones, just saying. Says 88, fuck all the negative scrubs. I would agree with you, man. 808 VW's 8. I love it. I agree. That's love. Yeah. Just remember that. Okay. Just remember that. I'm giving you some love. Welcome, and stick around to the channel, man. Love you guys. Make sure, look, like I said, I'm going to film a recap tonight with Keto George, who's also in the chat. He's here constantly posting about I am a regular viewer of this show, because he likes to say that. Hey, look, Georgetown Harris 50, George Harris Hooker versus Saint Denis, I think is the fight to make. I honestly believe that's the fight to make. I can't think of a better fight. Absolutely a great fight. UFC, was it announced for UFC 325? I didn't see it. Let me see. Yep, there you go. I will take it. I will take it. Yeah, how could you not have him on there against somebody like Saint Denis? I mean, like, I've been calling for that fight forever. Had he won last week or 2 weeks ago, whatever it was, had he won that fight, I would have had him versus Max Holloway for the BMF title. That would have been a great fight. Faziev versus Fluffy, huh? Or not Fluffy, but Ruffy. Where's that fight at? Is that on there? I don't see it. Where's it at there, Keto George? Talk to me, Goose. What's up, Uncle Josh? I don't know. Let's see. BFat 387. What's up? They made it look at your TV. What? They made it look at your TV? Is Angelo running a stream with his ginger partner? No, his ginger partner runs his own stream all the time. And to be honest, he's really good at it. Like, I do this because I enjoyed, talking through the fights. It actually helps me a little bit, because I love, like, talking and discussing the fights to people that are actually paying attention. My kids don't care about fights just yet. So yeah, man. But it's fun. Same card says Joe Rogan's replacement when he retires. No, not Joe Rogan's replacement when he retires. Yo, what's up? What's up? What? I can't read it because it's so small. Trebrulian? I can't. Retribution. What does it say? Sorry, my eyes are really bad. I have contacts in too, by the way. I'm blind as a bat. Tribulation. There you go. Sorry, it all blurs together sometimes. I'm getting old, guys. Calm down. She is 19. What's up, George? What's up, Keto? They're talking to you, man. They're talking to you in the chat. These freaking spammers are driving me crazy. Let's go. Let's see this. All right, guys, give me an idea of who you guys thinks wins this fight. Who do you guys think wins this fight? Let's go. Pantoja gets this fight to the ground. Does he get the submission right away? Does the fight go the distance? What do you guys think? You think Van catches him coming in? How do you see this fight going? Tatsuro Taira tonight looked absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Tyra's going to jump up to number one, basically. If Van loses, Tyra's going to fight the winner after that performance. Tyra is going to fight the winner. Where does that put Horiguchi? Does Horiguchi then fight the loser of this title fight, whether it be Pantoja or whether it be Joshua Van? Wild part is Horiguchi versus Pantoja is wild. They train together. They know each other. They train out of American Top Team. Horiguchi has been a mainstay at American Top Team for the longest time. Pantoja has also been there for a long time. This is wild to me. And the both of them know. Both of them know how good they are. Man, Van needs to be humbled, please. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. Pantoja by choke. Pantoja by submission. If you guys were betting people, would you go just Pantoja to win, or would you like say, hey, Pantoja's gonna win by submission? That's the way I see this thing going. I could see that happening, man. Pantoja's grappling is fantastic. I would have thought, to be honest, I would have thought Joshua Van was a lot shorter than Pantoja, but no, they look pretty much eye to eye in this situation. I mean, they're both 125 pounders, so they're not super big. Whoa. If you guys can tell me what they're saying, that'd be great. I'm looking forward to this, man. This is gonna be a great fight. And what I wanted to say also too is that Pantoja is a very hittable fighter. Take a look at a lot of his other fights. You know, he's had some great battles, but he gets hit a lot. And Joshua Van's got really good boxing. He's got a good chin. He will get after it, shorter in stature, so it's gonna be a little bit harder to get in deep enough on the takedowns. You know, and defend the and he'll be able to defend the table and scramble potentially a lot better than the taller guys. That being said, like, can he stay on his feet? That's one thing. Two is, does he have the power to really knock out Pantoja? Pantoja's shown he's got a rock solid chin. He's got a granite chin. Look at these two. They're almost the same height. Damn, wild. This is wild and crazy. Yeah, both of them saying they're going to win. We know that. Nah, people thinking Van's going to win. Go ahead, man. Drop it. Drop it and let me know what you guys think. Let me know who you think wins the main event. Does Van have any wrestling experience? I mean, not that I know of, but he's defended some takedowns in the past. He's got, we'll see. I mean, look, I guess that's the question right there, right? Hockey kids, 6'7", 6'7". That is the question. Does he hit hard enough to make Pantoja respect him? Because Pantoja's been rocked. He's been hit, but he just keeps coming forward. Like he has a different mindset. A lot of it, I think, stems from, like he was talking about when he won the title, just the aggression and the anger of, trying to make his dad proud, never being told that kind of thing. Like, hey, are you proud of me now? That people don't realize how much that drives people, man. So Joshua Van is, happy to be here. He had a great performance against Roy Vol, a great fight and one for the ages. But in this situation, man, 6'7". I was going to win 6'7". All right, guys. Oh man, my kids are like cracking up. They'll probably watch the show. They'll be like, yo, Dad, Papa, what's this? Why are you saying 6'7", huh? Huh? They know why. They run around their kids' campus all day just running 6'7". It's hilarious. Oh geez. Man, Tate's still doing his thing right there in the corner. Tate, why they put Brad on his Brad cut, man? What are you doing? Bro, it's Tate. Calm down. He's been around for a minute. I'm a rate Josh Two Hood, Yeah. This is gonna be wild, man. This is gonna be a great main event. Great main event. Oof. Here we go. Making that walk in. Champ gonna come out. It's gonna you know what I love about the UFC? I get excited. I love about MMA, not just the UFC. You know what I love about it? Is that they don't have 20-minute walkouts for one fighter with a rapper and all the other shit. I love the fact that they have their pacing in the sport is great. Is absolutely great. We get a little time with Joshua Van here. We'll get a little time with, the champ. He gets a little bit longer of a walkout. I love that. I love the fact that we don't have to listen to some B-level rapper. And I know this is a negative comment. I'm trying to keep it positive. We don't have to listen to a guy that used to rap or a guy that was popular back in the day or someone that's trying to make their name coming up. And they're not even really singing because they're lip singing, because in production, they don't want to take any chances. He may say something that they don't want him to say. So they just make him lip sync the whole time. Like, I love that the MMA has adjusted to that. They make these guys make the walk. They can take their time, but they're not like stopping, having conversations, letting the rapper rap their whole song and then walk it out more. Yeah, man. I love just the straight walk to the cage. They get in. Like, I think the longest longest walk I've ever seen was probably the Conor McGregor and Jose Aldo one. I was in the arena. I'm like, because I'm no, I'm not trashing boxing. Is Josh trash? No, I'm not trashing boxing. I love boxing. I love boxing. I think respectfully, I'm saying it respectfully right before I say something disrespectful. Respectfully, boxing has a tendency sometimes to have these long ass walkouts. And look, boo, Josh, shit, it's 19. Come on, bro. Come on. Leave the rappers alone. I'm not just talking about the rappers. I'm talking about when they have anybody. They can have their friend, like, it could be a country singer. I don't give a crap. Like, it doesn't matter. I want the walkout to be on pace. You can slow down and shake hands, kiss babies, in the crowd on the way out. But we need to do something about the walkouts, man. That's what we got to do. It just drives me crazy when we get to that. So let me see. Oh, here we go. Tribulation says, do you remember Jan versus Sanhagen? It says, I only bought that card to watch Islam smash Hooker, but I've been a huge fan of Jan since that. Yes, I do remember that. And actually, what I do remember is that, like, look, Jan is to be honest, I know he's a former champion. He just hasn't been as active after he lost the title. And this sport, like every other sport, is what have you done for me lately? And if you're not active, if you're not fighting 2-3 times a year, UFC don't really care. They're like, okay, we'll get to you when we can. If you're not fighting 2 or 3 times a year, look, they love Merab. They're like, yo, sign them up. Let's go. Look how hard they push guys. And I'll give you an example. Is Kevin Holland, Hamzat Chimaev. During COVID, they were willing to fight every other week. They pushed those guys. If you were an active fighter, they will try to streamline you and give you more fights, as many fights as you can, and even fights that they actually lean more towards your favor. If you don't want to fight, if you're like, oh, I want to wait a little bit, which, to be honest, I was never that guy, but I also just kind of waited for the UFC to call me, which I thought was a huge mistake. Now I look back at my career and I'm like, dude, if I could have just picked up the phone and been like, yo, I'll fight next week, I should have done that. I look back and I'm like, damn, I wasted a lot of time waiting for them to call me and tell me what fights. Instead, I should have just been like, yo, get me a fight. Who do you got? And not just the UFC, even Coker and Bellator. I waited around for them to give me a call. Guys like Kevin Holland, guys like Chimaev, when they were coming on the scene, like those guys. I mean, like, when guys and Merab, when people are fighting as often as they possibly can, like Fluffy was on a tear, man, fighting all the time. Loved it. Absolutely love it. Brendan Allen fights quite a bit. Love watching him. Like, these guys, UFC's like, all right, cool. I'll give you a matchup you might like. Fluffy and Strickland is a damn good fight. Damn good fight. We're going to see both of them are going to get after it. They're going to stand on the feet. They're going to trade a little bit. There'll be maybe a little bit of wrestling here and there, some submission stuff, but I think mainly it's going to be a stand-up fight. DDP and Brendan Allen. Hopefully that fight gets inked soon. I'm not sure if it was announced yet, but if you can give me that fight, I'll take that fight too. I was actually more hoping for DDP versus Hernandez and Brendan Allen and Strickland. But whatever, I'll take whatever. Either one. You mix and match. I don't care. Eventually, they're all going to fight each other anyways. So I'll take that fight. Yep, I'll take it. But I'll give you this love there. Tribulation, my man. Do you remember Yan versus Sandhagen? To answer your question, yes, I do. I do. And I'm sorry, but there's no way you can't just be a fan of Jan. Jan is a fantastic fighter. The sad part about Pantoja, right? He's got great fights. But the history has shown if you're the 125-pound champ, people don't care as much. It's sad. If you're the male 125-pound champ, people don't care as much. They just don't tune in as much. It's rare and hard for them to main event a pay-per-view, which now that'll go away. So hopefully now these smaller fighters, 125 pounders and flyweights, that they can start headlining some big time CBS cards or Paramount cards that make them bigger stars, that get people to watch. Joshua Van is a breath of fresh air. Tell me I'm lying. He's a breath of fresh air. Absolutely love it. Love watching him fight. But in the same breath, I love Pantoja. I love him. He's fun, excited. I hate it when he had long hair, but I love Pantoja. I'm excited for him to fight. I love watching him fight. This guy, like, is he knocking on the DJ door? That's the question. Because he's beating better talent, but that's also difficult to say because that's an era thing. You know that. Can't look back and be like, oh, well, there's better athletes now. There's better mixed martial. I know. It's a hard argument to make. I know these things, guys. Okay, it says right here, I got to answer this question because this is a good question right here. This is a good one. Josh, serious question. Do fighters get drug tested when they train in Thailand, Dagestan? They get drug tested, yes, everywhere. The crazy part is, like, when they train, like, let's say they train in Russia, Europe, or Thailand or wherever, you send them to a doctor nearby. Now, sometimes, I think when it was USADA, they would still have somebody that actually worked for USADA that would just show up and just take a drug test there. But most of the time, they would have, like, yes, they do get drug tested, to answer your question. Yes, they do. All right, here we go. Ooh, I like how Pantoja's coming out. Got to be careful. This is the problem with Pantoja is, not the problem. On the feet, he has a tendency to, like, just walk forward into shots. And does nice head kick by Pantoja. And he's cool. Dislocated his elbow. Oh, no. Oh. Wow. Totally dislocated his elbow. You could see right away when he grabbed, and I was like, oh, he fell back to his back. Just, whoo. Let's take a look at this. We'll see what the replay shows. I mean, he's going to be out for a bit. Dislocated elbows, you might as well have just fractured something. Yep. Tyra's thinking, like, man, I was hoping to fight Pantoja. Yeah. This happens all I just fucking threw up in my mouth. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Ugh. Oh, good God. Ugh. That is nasty. Nasty. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys a breakdown on this. It looks like it dislocated, but it would be better off if it was broken. If it dislocated and tore some ligaments, it might be even a full year that he's out, because the healing on this situation it takes a lot longer when you tear the ligaments and you dislocated it to recover than it does sometimes a broken bone. But it really looks like he dislocated it, and he just tore some ligaments or just stretched ligaments and dislocated. You know what I love, though? I love that Joshua Van saw the look on his face. He kind of waved it down, and he just took a step back. Oh, fuck. What a shit. What a shit way, man. He's obviously upset, loses the title. Another question is, how much do we hold it against him? Like, people, I know that people are gonna be like, oh, well, he lost to, to Joshua Van. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. What are you talking about? Azare video. What are you talking about? Yeah, retired champ. What are you talking about? You act like he's 50. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, Hustle Bones. You're driving me nuts, bro. Can you imagine how many people set their parlay? How many people set their parlay for Pantoja to win? And then if you set your parlay for Pantoja to win and this happened, you're pulling your damn teeth out, man. You're pulling it out. You're going like, oh, damn. Wow. Congratulations, though. Congratulations, Joshua Van. Look at Michael Morales, waving at mom and son. Look, come up. They're right here. That's good, dude. Man, I think Marco Morales is gonna make a lot of fans in this game. In fact, Dana actually likes him a lot. Dana's like, oh, he's a cool dude. So that lets you know right there. That lets you know. Look at this. Dude was number 11 before his last fight, or number 12. Gets the win over Royval. He is now the champ. That's how quick your dreams could to come to fruition. That's how quick it could happen. Holy shit. This guy's the champ. Congratulations to Joshua Van. Guys, be excited for the guy, man. I know it was an unorthodox way to win the title, but man, there we go. There we go. Look at this guy, Hustle Bones. Joshua Van's gonna have 20 defenses. Get out of here. Get out of here. I always get nervous, like when they do that. I got nervous in the last Islam one. I was like, bro, like the champ's gonna fall down. Like Khabib went to lift up Islam and like it almost fell backwards. Same thing almost happened here. I get so nervous when this stuff happens. He's like, yo, get down here. Joe's like, get down here. Man, Van is short because Joe's only like what, 5'8", somewhere around there. Van's like gotta be 5'5", 5'4". But hey, he's the champ. He's making championship money now. Good on him, man. Good on him. I'm gonna go ahead and read this. What is it? Rangan 1000. That's not stupid, man. It's the fight game. What he did caused Pantoja to put his arm down. It's unfortunate. Nothing you can do. It's a fight game. Let's be honest. Not as if the UFC is not going to give Pantoja an opportunity to fight for it as soon as he comes back. It just will be a while. It'll be at least probably I'd say an 8-month thing. Oh, it's nasty. And when you see the other side on the other angle, you could see the way that it all happened. Like you can see the skin right here. Watch how the skin kind of crinkles up. Oh, that's enough to make you throw up in your mouth. That is disgusting. Oh, man. If you had him in your parlay, sorry, guys. Sorry. My boy Jacob over on We Want Picks, he's probably just killing himself right now. Because I think we all thought the sure bet was going to be Merab and Pantoja. Joshua Van just, not enough top level competition. And for this to happen, it's like, oh. Just, man. I saw somebody ask, was Van's arm injury worse than Tim Sylvia's? You mean Pantoja's arm injury? No, Tim Sylvia broke both the bones in his arm. He has a metal plate in that arm now, in his forearm. Not a plate, sorry, he's got a metal rod in his arm. So I'm actually really excited for this fight. I think Tatsuro Taira and Joshua Van is going to be a very, very fun fight. And then you've got Horiguchi now is going to have to probably fight Brandon Royval. Now that Brandon Moreno's got knocked off tonight, Brandon Royval is still there at probably number 3. So you're going to have Horiguchi probably fight Brandon Royval, and Brandon Moreno will drop below to Tatsuro Taira. Probably Brandon Moreno and Amir Albazi kind of be below both those guys. The champ, man, he's going to make some championship money. That's huge. Huge. I mean, it's not like the 125 pounders, I don't think make as much as from DJ, what DJ says, but yeah, it's a huge deal. Very huge deal. Oof. Zeke662, thanks. 14 months as a member. 14 months as a member. Sign up for our membership programs. It's $4.99 and $1.99. $1.99. All that does is get your guys' questions answered in the chat. And the $4.99, I do giveaways once a month, and I've been doing it this Thanksgiving and this Christmas. Sent out some boxes of LMNT to some members, and I want to thank you guys for always supporting the show, man. Really, really appreciate it. And hit the thumbs up and the bell for notifications. I'll be dropping some shows. I did a show already that I filmed 2 days ago with Rich Chow. It's being edited by Keto George. We'll be dropping that show here shortly. So, man, I appreciate you, Zeke662. Thank you so much for being a member for so long, 14 months. Continue to be a member. Thank you. And everybody else, join our membership program, man. Doing some giveaways. We do giveaways once a month, and I mail them off to you guys. So hope you guys enjoy it. When you guys get the giveaways, can you do me a favor? Can you just snap a picture, put it on your Instagram or your X, and tag me in it or the weighing in, and we can share that. I want to thank you guys, man. You guys have been great. You guys are awesome to me. So, like I said, try to keep this a positive chat platform. I don't try to do all the toxic stuff, so try to keep it positive. I know I like to get under everyone's skin a little bit here and there, but I'm excited to keep this thing going. Zeke662 my man. All right, here we go. The main event. I still can't get over, man. Zeke, 14 months. You must have joined like right when Big John and I started the membership program, like the first month, because we haven't had it very long. That's one of the things we should have done like a long time ago. We started our membership program. So, yep. Also, too, if you guys are into the betting side of all this, right? I mean, I know like you guys that were probably betting, you guys probably lost your parlay or you guys lost your bet when Pantoja, but go to wewantpicks.com/offer and you guys can sign up over there. What they do is all they do is give you like an AI to help you make your bets. They help you make your decisions on how you place your bets. And they give you all the numbers, like how many takedowns per round, how many significant strikes each athlete has or has been able to land in their last couple fights. It gives you all the information you need to place your bets wisely, so you're not out there just going shooting blindly, thinking that, okay, look, I'm going to take this bet, not knowing anything. So go to wewantpicks.com/offer. Use the promo code and still. Obviously, we say and still. I'm going to probably change that promo code here soon to punk, but we'll probably use, I think and still is available right now. So use that. It's $10 a month. So you can cancel anytime. It's $10 a month. You sign up for $10. And it gives you access to all their AI system and everything. So check them out. You guys, I'm telling you guys will like it. If you guys are into the betting, if you're not into the betting, cool. I'm not trying to force it, but it's not a betting platform. It actually just shows like other people that do bets. They give you their picks and they give you reasons why they give you their picks or why they pick them. And they give them their parlays. They give you like their lock of the week. They give you all these things, right? I give my dog of the week sometimes. And who are not dog, I'll give you my dog of the week, and I'll give you my my for sure bet, like whatever it is. So like those are my bets that I like to give. But I think that's something, if you guys want to use the content on there available for you guys, check that out. It's at wewantpicks.com/offer and check it out and use the hashtag, use the promo code and still. It's $10 a month. You can do it. I want to say a year is $100, and then I think a lifetime is $300. So if you pay for the lifetime, you get it for the rest of your life. As long as it's around, you get it, and it does very well. Tons of people are making money on it. You can see all the testimonials of people and how they make money on it. So, and it's just a platform that gives you information for you to make a better guess on your bets, I guess I'd say. So, as a Ream 88, let me go ahead and throw you up on here, buddy. Give you some love. Thank you so much for the super chat, the $8 super chat, $7.99 super chat. Show it to you. And it says right here, just dropping some support. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Looking forward to the Paramount era. I am too. I'm so glad the pay-per-view era is done. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised though if they start bringing it back once a year, twice a year at $100 or $150 for the pay-per-view. I'll give you all these great fights for $150. I can see them doing that. Next year is going to be stacking up quick. I hope so. I really do hope so. Those of you guys that are wondering why there's no fights in February, I can tell you why. because the Super Bowl is that week, is in that month. And then you've, like right there is the Super Bowl is that time. That kind of drains a lot of people. They wait till the Super Bowl and then they're kind of done. I think a little bit. There's like a month of no sports, but then you got the March Madness. They're going to jump into March Madness. The reason why they're going to jump into March Madness, I believe CBS has a deal with March Madness, so they can advertise all the fights they're going to have on the March Madness commercials. The same thing will go for the NFL playoffs. There's 2 fights in January. The reason why there's 2 fights in January is because they can use the playoffs to market their fights, their CBS cards or their Paramount cards, whatever their biggest cards are. They can use that platform to market it. Man, Petr Yan's he's got a great foot sweep that he hits. Love it. He hits it from the clinch. That little step behind, little trip. Love it. Oh, love it. We'll see. I mean, there was a lot of talk that he broke his hand last time before the fight and was just having problems. We'll see. He looks motivated. He looks ready. He could catch him on the way in. I mean, this is going to be good. This is going to be good. I love it. I can't wait. Oof. I mean, look, everyone has had Merab winning this fight. I have yet to meet anybody that has picked Petr Yan. Give me somebody who has picked Petr Yan. Tell me. I have yet to see somebody pick him. I don't know. We will see. We will see. Oh, Merab, though, 4 title fights. If he can get 4 wins in 1 year, this dude is changing his life. Absolutely changing his life. Insane. Here we go again. Got another one from Zeke662. Real quick, Josh, what do you think of Dan Hooker versus Saint Denis? I freaking love it. I actually called this fight about a month ago. I said the fight to make. If Dan Hooker wins, it would be him and Max Holloway. If Dan Hooker loses, then it should be Saint Denis and Dan Hooker. It was right around that time when Saint Denis had won his fight and then Dan Hooker won his. I said, hey, this is the fight to make. And Dan Hooker lost his fight. I was like, okay, look, this is the fight to make. Otherwise, I would have given Dan Hooker to Max Holloway. That would have been a fantastic fight also. Thank you, Zeke662 or 6629 for the $5 super chat. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. And did I pop you up? Did I get you popped up on this screen here? Thank you, man. My man. I think that's going to be a great fight. It's going to be a slobber knocker of a fight. I love that Saint Denis has come a long way since his Dustin Poirier loss. He's also someone that we can see that he lays it all on the line. Let's not forget, Dustin has been hurt before, but he was hurt pretty badly in that fight. Dustin did what Dustin does. Stay composed, bit down on his mouthpiece, just basically set his feet and just let it fly, man. And he landed clean and was able to get him out of there. But Saint Denis, I think, is somebody that with Dan Hooker and the two of them, I think they'll potentially end up being the fight of the night candidates. I can't see them not being. I don't think Saint Denis. I think Saint Denis may threaten a takedown. I don't think he'll continue to chase after it. And I think that Dan Hooker is just on the feet, the reach, the range, all those things. It's just going to be a great fight. I think we'd be foolish not to sit down and watch that fight. That realistically could have been a main event on any other card. It could have been they could have been the main event for their own card, or at least a co-main event, which they might actually be at and see where they're at on the card. But again, Zeke6629, thanks for the super chat, $5 super chat. Appreciate you. Here we go, guys. Main event. They're going to do this walk. So you guys have any questions, please drop them now. And then on top of that, I will be doing a full recap of the card tonight, right after this with Keto George. That will drop first thing tomorrow morning. And then also Angelo and I will be doing a live show tomorrow night to talk about the last pay-per-view. Now, I can't say ever, but it's the last pay-per-view of the ESPN era and hopefully the last pay-per-view for the next couple of years. Because, man, all of our pocketbooks could definitely use a little bit of a break from paying $1,200, $1,300, $1,400 a year for the UFC. You put that with the ESPN app that you got to pay for, and ESPN Plus, along with the pay-per-views, we're talking about $1,500 or $1,400 a year just to be a UFC fan. That now will only change, I think, to be in like $29.99. Because I think right now it's $9.99 for Paramount, but it'll be $29.99 probably somewhere around there. My ESPN app just froze. Oh, they were back. Whew, I was freaking out for a sec. I was like, you son of a gun. Really? The last one, the last fight, and the last pay-per-view? Shit's going to freeze on me? Come on, man. This is why we're leaving your ass. That's why. Oh, man. Well, it's going to be fun. CBS. I think we're all excited. It feels like red panty night for all of us fans. That's what it feels like. It's red panty night. I mean, maybe we could have black panty night. Maybe white panty night. Why does it always gotta be red? Huh? This guy. The red and white. He's a stud. Here we go. I'm glad he's enjoying this moment. That's a cool flag. Did he just stitch it himself, or did somebody make it for him that way? All right, guys, drop it down in the chat. Let me know who you guys think is going to win this fight. Who do you guys think? Look, your Jan walkout aura is the chef's kiss. Jan's the man, dude. He just I don't know. Something about Petr Yan just has like that I'm the shit kind of personality, it seems like. Merab, the American champ. I love that he got his citizenship. I think it's absolutely fantastic. I tip my hat to those type of people. You know, I know a lot of people, especially in California, that have been here for 25 years and could have went and got their citizenship. They never did. They're still here. And I'm just like, why? You've been here this long? Like, they're not getting rid of you, especially out of California. They're not getting rid of you. Just go get your citizenship, man. Be an American. You already are. You've been here for 25 years. So, Patriot Panty Night. I love it. Oh, we claim him. Yes, we do claim him. Hell yeah, we claim him. How do you not claim this guy? This guy's fantastic, man. I love what he does on his social media. All of this stuff he did with the Sugar Sean, man, I thought it was hilarious. Still in his jacket, doing the wig thing. Like, I think it's funny, man. How do you not claim this dude? Why does what like I say his stuff is a little bit more cringe than Henry's, but I think this is because but when you actually probably get to know Merab's personality, which I don't know Merab's personality, but it seems like this is really Merab's personality. I saw a video of him like running up this like side of a mountain, and he's got a cast on one arm, and he's still trying to run up the thing, and the thing is like super steep, but he went all the way up. Then I saw the video of him jumping in the ice. I'm like, and he dove in head first, not knowing what was under the ice. Not to mention, ice is extremely sharp and hard. Like, he dove in, hitting his head, and he comes up like, oh, man. Joshua, you enjoy yourself? Yes, Kevin from Chicago, 7635. I'm always enjoying myself. Look, I'm a nerd when it comes to this fight stuff. I love it, man. I absolutely love it. I love when we've got you guys here and chatting with you guys and enjoying the night and the fights. So I love it. I appreciate you guys. You guys have been fantastic. And yeah, I got you. Clan homes, California taxes. Yeah, they are brutal. They are brutal. Yeah. Yep, they are. Sadly, most of my fights, I would say, were in California. So I lost a pretty penny paying the state tax straight out of my check. They wouldn't even give me the money and then say, hey, pay your state taxes. They would just take it directly out of my check. They'd be like, yep, just in case you decide you didn't want to pay the back taxes or pay the taxes. We just decided to keep it for you. I was like, you sons of bitches. You sneaky little sons of bitches. They got you. Hey, at least I wasn't fighting from out of country. It's funny because like fighters that came over from Brazil or Japan and fought in the state or fought in California, they lost I want to say it was like a 40% tax on their money just for California state taxes. They took it. That wasn't even their federal tax, or maybe it was a combination of both their federal tax and state tax. But yeah, it ended up being like some ridiculous amount. Here he goes. I mean, oof. We will see. We will see. 3:30 p.m. in Australia. It's I mean, it's getting late here. I'm in Texas. I'm in Texas now. I don't live in California anymore. Do I think Van's celebrating was strange? No, I do not think it was strange. No, he's the champ. He has a reason to celebrate. Like, give the man his due. The injury was caused by a move that he did. I can't take it away from him. It's just not like he caught the kick, went to take him down from there, and Pantoja planted his arm, and it happened. It was a mistake, you know. It was very unfortunate, but I'm not going to take anything away from him. He's the champ, and not to mention, look, he seems like a very good kid, guys. Let's remember, like these guys have families. They're trying to change their families' lives as well. I'm not going to take anything away from him because he won that way. I feel sad for Pantoja. Because I mean, how are we gonna hold it against him when we're talking about him chasing DJ because of something like that? I'm not gonna hold it against him. I mean, like it's unfortunate. No different than how guys don't talk about how everyone talks about well, John Jones is undefeated. No, he's not. He's got a loss. He's got a loss from an illegal blow that he did. And and every commissioner I've talked to, John's been known to cheat from time to time. He talks about it himself. Yeah, I actually poke people in the eye. John's talked about being a cheater. And so, no, like John did the elbow and like it's a loss or whatever. A loss is a loss. It is what it is. And no one holds that against him. Oh, well, he was winning the fight. Doesn't fucking matter. Still cheated through the illegal elbow. It's now legal elbow, but he threw an illegal elbow at the time. It is what it is. Joshua Van did nothing wrong. He did nothing illegal. He won the title the right way. It's just unfortunate for Pantoja in that situation. Fair enough. I get it. Fair enough. But I have more respect for fighters who downplay the win when, okay, I can understand what you're saying, but you also have to remember he just achieved the biggest goal of his life is to become a UFC champion. Let me just tell you how important that is. I was supposed to fight for the UFC title against Eves. I was supposed to fight for the UFC title against Pettis. Eves and I, because they got rid of the division, they basically didn't have the belt anymore. They're like, look, you guys are the last fight ever in the lightweight division because we don't know if it'll ever come back. Luckily, the Ultimate Fighter saved the UFC from going out of business. Luckily, that's why we're all here now enjoying this. But then, like then when the Pettis fight happened, like it was supposed to happen, he got injured. And that fight never happened. If I could say like, hey, like I would have had 2 opportunities to win the UFC title. If I would have just had one, like I've been there to been able to do it. That's a dream come true. That's one. 2 is this dude won it. Joshua Van won the title. Doesn't matter how he won it. He didn't cheat. Like if he would have cheated or if like he, I don't know, would have like basically like faked an injury that caused him to win or something, then it'd be a little bit different. But he legit did nothing wrong. He deserves to celebrate. It does suck though. It does suck the way it happened because it gypped us as fans. But here we go. This is where Merab needs to be, or not Merab, but Petr Yan. He needs to be pushing Merab back, making him fight uncomfortable on his back foot. And what I love is that, and look, and someone brought this up the other day. Merab has gotten a lot better on the feet since their first fight. That's one. And he's just gotten more confident on his feet and him being inside the cage. When you fight 4 times in a year, your confidence goes to the roof because you walk inside the cage. It's like, man, I feel like I'm just walking in the gym, the training gym. Yan just has not been as active as a fighter, so he's have to find his rhythm in the first part of this fight. Merab, it's like, look, I'm just going to keep fighting. I'm going to fight the way I've always fought. And he just now feels so comfortable out there. He's picking and choosing what he wants to do. We're at 355, 354, 353. If you guys are trying to mark up and join with me. Great job. 343, 342, 341 of the first round of Merab and Yan. Now, look, just because Yan could be the better boxer, which he is, but Merab has gotten so comfortable on the feet over his last 3 or 4 fights. It's a different fight now. And then all of the way he closes the distance, the way he throws his the way he throws his punches with bad intentions, that makes it easier for him to close the distance and get in on the takedown. He just got to be careful not to like, there you go. That was nice. That was nice. And even Jan right now is thrown off, completely thrown off by the way that Merab is fighting. You can tell. He's like, what is going on? He's got fast hands. He's throwing straight punches. Where he's got to be careful is watch. He's waiting for Jan to throw, and then he tries to parry it and then throw over the top. He's got to be careful missing the parry and then Jan throwing the straight right over that parry that he misses. This is where I think Merab needs to get busy with the takedowns. He's got to close that distance. Watch for Petr Yan also too when they get to the clinch to try to hit a little foot sweep or a little trip, something like that that breaks the rhythm. Right there, he just tried to do it. That breaks the rhythm of Merab in the shooting. Oh, straight right. Beautiful right hand. That rocked Merab. He's in a lot of trouble right now. He recovers fast because he's got great cardio, but this is where I want to see Merab wrestle. He's got to throw with bad intentions and close that distance. Nice uppercut. Here we go. Merab in deep on the takedown. Great job. Nice work. Keep it going. Right to the body lock. Nicely done. Now he just hangs on him, sags him on that right side. Petr's got good scrambling. Fighting the hands. He's got good wrestling, man. Very good wrestling. Let's see. I don't think Merab is looking wild. I think Merab is just the guy that just kind of, Merab's got a little bit of a cut, it looks like. Can't tell where. Maybe it's his nose. He's always bleeds from the bridge of his nose. So it won't be anything new if we see that from the bridge of the nose. But you can tell that grip. Look, I've trained with all the Dagestanis. The grip and trying to break that grip it's so difficult. I would imagine that Merab's got a very similar grip. You can see Jan trying to get away, trying to break the grip. He's really struggling right here. But right now, Jan's winning the fight. It looks like he's committed he's caused more damage in this round. Merab doing a good job of hanging onto the hip. Jan not be able to break the grip just yet. Let's see this shot. Jab comes through. Beautiful right hand right on the chin. Jan looking good. Staying composed, not leaving himself out of position too much. Nice, Merab. Nice. Notice how he got that exchange. Jan turned his back a little bit or started to turn sideways, and Merab just drove into him, got right to the back. Locked the hands, making Merab fight. Here we go. Or not Merab, but Jan. Great exchanges so far. Much more competitive fight this time around. I mean, got to be honest, man. Who won the round? I'm leaning towards Jan. Jan won that round. He landed the harder, cleaner shots in that round. He did the most damage in that round. And they're in Vegas. So if they're in Vegas, wrestling in Vegas doesn't get as much love anymore in Vegas as the striking and the damage. We've seen it recently over the last, probably year and a half. They've really gotten away from, okay, look, just because you got wrestling and got control, they've gotten away from that. So Jan looks good so far. Yeah, great fight. So far, good first round for Petr Yan. Who do you guys have winning that first round? Oh, you think Merab won first round? Jan looks amazing so far. And defended the takedowns. Yeah, true. Damn good. Damn good. Here we go. Round 2. There we go. Oh, nice. Covering the distance right away. We're at 455, 454. If you guys want to sync up your your TV with what we're talking about. 449, 448, 447. It was a close round, though. Was a close one. Look, Merab can lose rounds 1 and 2 because you know that the cardio will still be there in rounds 3, 4, and 5. And that's been his MO and the way he fights. He doesn't care if he loses round 1 or 2. He knows round 3, 4, and 5, especially as the champion, it's going to be there. Back to the pressure. Nice job right there. Got the head to the outsides, working the high crotch on the backside. Petr doing a good job. Interesting start. Merab landing well. Yep. Michael Bisping with some good takes here. Big shots from Jan. Yeah. I mean, I think the Cage Sport and Aaron Bronstetter, yep, they both have 10-9. Jan. Aaron Bronstetter and I have been pretty much on track together. I had the 10-8 for Guskov. Thought that fight would be a draw. Sure enough, called it. Those of you guys that weren't listening earlier, I had the Guskov and Jan. I called it basically saying it was going to be a draw after I saw round 3. It was going to come down to round 1 on how they scored that. They scored it for Blachowicz, and that made it a draw because the 10-8 round was for Guskov in the second. Merab's got to be careful, man. He's getting into a lot of these exchanges, and the better boxer is Petr Yan. But Merab's looking good on the feet. Let's give the guy his credit, man. He's fast, comfortable. But what makes it difficult to be a champion for so long is that you start to get more confident. You start to do things that you wouldn't normally do that got you to the title and had you containing or controlling the title for so many title defenses. They get away from that a little bit too much. Merab is standing quite a bit right now. Good little exchanges right now. Both of them seem to be missing quite a bit of the punches, though. Both fighters have been missing quite a bit. They're dipping. Both of them are dipping under or just slightly out of range. See right there. Merab misses. Jan's out of range. Oh, takedown by Petr Yan. Oh, man. Let's see if he can control this position here. Nice scramble. Nice scramble by Merab. Beautifully done. Oh, Petr's back up, trying to get back up to his feet. Merab just heavy on that hip there. Look, there you go. Beautiful. Nice little Grammy roll. Comes up on the backside. Lift and scoop on the high crotch from the back. Merab bleeding pretty bad from somewhere. It must be his nose. Oh, he went for that little trip. Just missed it. Guys, this is a way, way better fight than the first fight. That's 1. And 2 is what a fight. Both these guys getting after it like two little ferrets on the ground scrambling around. Love it. Jan's got to poke his head out of there. He's going to get drugged down by Merab. Look at the back on Merab, man. I'm a little jealous. Never had that type of back. Those wild swinging. Here we go. That's going to get him in trouble, winging it like that. He leaves himself so open after he misses. Nice attack, though, on that. Almost on that single leg dump. Love what Jan's doing right here, grabbing the ass. No, not like that, guys. Calm down. This is a great fight. Both of these guys are fighting at a level that we haven't seen from either one of them in a long time. Yeah, I mean, not that Merab hasn't been fighting at a high level. He just hasn't had to fight at this level just yet. Like, even the Umar fight, he was losing the first 2 rounds, and then Umar broke his hand, and then you end up with, like, he started to take over the fight. But Jan right now seems to be just in his groove. Scrambling, fighting for position, jockeying for position. Whew. This is a great fight. The other thing, too, is how much is the 4 fight camps weighing on Merab? Like, will he start to slow down also, too? Because being this active, your body does need time to rest. Big shot by Jan lands on Merab. Beautiful overhand right that landed. Merab knows he's got to get it back. Missing the takedown right now. This Jan does a great job. Always on his takedown defense. He brings his knee up to your chin, and then he pushes on your shoulders and just goes straight leg. He's got the flexibility to get his leg up out of there normally. Great fight, man. This is a freaking damn good fight. Damn good fight. Love it. Love it. I'll take it. We got gypped out of the co-main event fight with the funky elbow break. But man, we're getting a great main event. Absolutely a great main event. I'm so glad. I'm so glad this is the last pay-per-view. I can't tell you guys enough. Tired of someone's got Jan winning 2 rounds right now. I mean, bro, Kevin from Chicago, Merab, wild. Like I said, no, he was not wild in the first round as much as he was in the second one. He was winging it overhand rights in this one a lot more than he was in the first round. Come on, Chicago. Come on. Yeah, it's 1-1 or 2-0. Yeah, and yeah, I would agree. I think it's 2-0 personally. Close though. Close. And look, like I said, you have to remember they're in Vegas. And Vegas right now has been putting a lot of stock in the fact that they are not allowing wrestlers to just have the control without doing damage. Petr Yan has done, he's defended the takedowns well, he's scrambled out of takedowns well, and he's landed, I think, the harder shots. And the kicks. Petr seems like he's on a mission. Oof. Definitely on a mission. Where does this where do we put oh, I think he knocked it. Oh, I thought he knocked him out because he went limp for a second. He dropped him right on his face. He's in a lot of trouble right now, I think, Merab. Oh, he's coming forward. I think he would come forward even if he was in trouble. We're in round 3. This is where Merab makes his living. This is where he starts to take over the fights. Jan tried to hit that little trip right there. These guys are in it, man. This is a damn good fight. You got Paul Fontaine basically saying that he had Jan winning the fight, the second round. Nice job by Merab. The lift, the scoop. The Cage Report has it 2018 Jan. This is what I'm talking about. It's the takedowns and then the ability to hop right back up. That's going to be huge for the judges. They're going to start nice takedown again. Now he's got to get back up. He can't afford to hang out. This is what people hope for, like Habib and Merab, fighters that are big-time wrestlers. They're hoping that you start to get fatigued and you stop trying to get up and you just basically accept that position on the ground. This is awesome. This is a great fight. I can't hear the commentary. I'd love to hear what DC and Rogan are saying and Anik. Love to hear it. But Merab is Jan's doing a great job threatening the guillotine. He brings his knee up, and then he normally like pushes away on the shoulders and able to straighten his leg to just stand up out of there. Nice job on the entry. What balance, guys. I can't tell you how difficult that is to do, especially in the third round. Look at back up on his feet, cat-like reflexes. Like Angelo likes to talk about his cat-like reflexes. He doesn't have them like that. But Jan's also 135 pounds. And Angelo's 275. Don't let him lie to you guys. He's 275. Nice shot, though, by Jan right there. Merab doing a good job. This round's also close. A very close round. Oof. Well, I like that little kick though from Merab. He's got to keep Petr honest with his hands, which Peter's pretty good about keeping his hands up, but he's got to let the kicks go because it gives one more thing that Jan's got to be concerned about. Man, Jan's takedown defense is freaking on fire tonight. Absolutely on fire. Big shot though by Jan. Through the knee, and then he hit him with a little choppy right. That was awesome. Merab went to threaten the takedown, and Jan defend, and he just fell forward because Merab didn't shoot it. Fantastic. We're a minute 21, minute 20, minute 19 in the third round. Close round. Merab normally starts to take over the fight in this round. I feel like he's lost the first 2 rounds. He's starting to look a little tired. The bouncing around shows me like fighters have a tendency, like when they start to get tired, they don't want to show it. So what they do is they stand right in front of you and they bounce around a little bit. Merab is coming forward in this boxing range, though. I give it to Jan. Ooh, nice. Merab doing a great job, man. I like how Merab put his back to the fence and then kind of just changed the direction. He changed the angle a little bit to keep his back off the fence. Good job by Merab. Good little exchange of knees back and forth. Merab is a bloody mess, but this is all just from scar tissue. I mean, his nose bleeds all the time from the bridge. Look at this is where Merab starts to take over, starts pushing the pace, starts coming forward. Oh, big shot, big beautiful kick to the liver. Oh my goodness, you can tell Merab dropped his hands, took a big step back. This will win Jan the round. The round was very close back and forth, but the damage was done. The damage was shown. The judges will see this, and I think they're going to say, hey, that Merab lost this round because of that kick. Right at the very end of the third round, he wins that round. Oh, man. I dumped him right on his head. Right. Petr Yan picked up Merab, dumped him right on his head. And then Merab picks up Petr Yan and slams him on the ground. And he scrambles and escapes. Beautiful body kick. Oh, and just let me just tell you, those type of kicks just shut your body down. Nothing you can do. You think like, oh, I'm going to move. Look, I thought Merab, I know it was painful. He played it off the best he could. Automatic response is to drop your hands, like shy away. But man, he still, what you got to do is keep moving. He did a great job. He kept his body moving, bounced around. You look at him, not even breathing hard right now. He's back in the corner, not even breathing hard. This guy. Fucking Merab, man. What a machine. I'm actually really jealous of his cardio. I feel like he doesn't have to. I feel like he doesn't have to work hard for his cardio. He's just naturally got this type of cardio. Yeah, no, damage is top. There's nothing you can do about it. Like damage is the number one criteria in terms of scoring a fight. So right now it's Petr Yan, I think, winning 3 rounds. But how much of this is become? I don't want to make excuses. I don't want to take it away from Petr Yan, but fighting 4 fights in a year, especially title fights, that's 2 extra rounds of grappling, 2 extra rounds of mitt work, 2 extra rounds of sparring, 2 extra rounds of boxing and whatever, bag work, 2 extra rounds of cardio. That is 2 extra rounds for every fight camp you do. Your body's burning at both ends, man. And not that Merab doesn't look fantastic. He looks still great right now. It just sometimes a lot of the times your body needs a full-on break. It needs a break just to relax. So, I mean, he doesn't look tired. That's a tight choke. He's kind of past the guard. Not really. Oh, Dovey from wherever has it 2-1. Oh, Adam Martin has it 29-28. Jan. This looks like a tight choke. Petr's in a lot of trouble right here. Oh, nice escape by Petr Yan and great job by Merab, though, attacking that neck. Giving Petr Yan something else to think about is very important. Very important. Like you put your head in the wrong spot, I'm going to take it. You have to be now Petr Yan's got to think about that. If he tries to put his head down or if he tries to get in on a takedown, whatever it is, he's got to be worried about that. And in rounds 4 and 5, championship rounds, this is where Merab makes his living. This is where guys are like, man, this guy can't be beat because in rounds 4 and 5, he just got the gas tank. But when you get kicked to the body the way he did at the end of round 3, that zaps your energy for a while. And then if you get hit there again, it's a lot easier to zap your energy. So if I was Petr Yan, I'd start ripping the kicks to the body as well. Ooh, nice shot by Merab. Beautiful straight right. Petr looked like he's slowing down. He's waiting, anticipating the takedown. Merab looks like he's starting to get in deeper. But great job by Petr Yan on the takedown defense. He does a great job bringing his knee up. Uh-oh, Petr Yan's grabbing his nose for some reason, like something landed. Like he either got, like it affected his nose. There's a little shot there where Petr kind of put his hands right over his nose and was like touching his nose. Oh, Jan's got to start letting that kick go to the body. Oh, that looked like he went to throw it there. Didn't pull it away, though. Oh, nice straight left, though, by Petr. Oh, big right hand by Petr as well. Kind of grazed the top of he's hurt. Merab's really hurt. Now he's throwing the body shots. Big right hand by Petr Yan again. Hit him with the left hook. You can see Merab's a little tired. Or not tired, but he's just, the pressure is getting him a little bit. Petr staying tight with the defense. No wasted movement. Another thing that I talked about with Jan Blachowicz, the same thing with Petr Yan. There's no wasted movement. They keep their hands tight to their face. They're not out there moving their arms around a lot, wasting movement and making themselves more tired. This is one of the best fights I've seen in a long, long time. Absolutely insane. Like a battle back and forth between the two. We saw great fights earlier that were back and forth, but for like one round, someone gets knocked out, someone gets hurt. This has been a back and forth battle for 4 rounds. Great job. Nice takedown defense by Petr Yan. Oh, he hit him to the body again. Like I said, once you get kicked to the body or you get hit to the body, it's a lot easier to hurt you again later on. Man, Petr Yan is beating Merab at his own game with the pressure and the cardio. Both guys. Nice job. Petr got the like straighter, cleaner boxing, though. It's landing. He's creating more damage in this. Oh, nice straight right by Petr Yan. Another left hand by Petr Yan. Oh, he did a little spinning back fist. Just missed with the loopy left hook. Petr's finding his mark right now. Merab seems a little just like unaware, like unavailable to figure out how to figure this riddle out. He can't get in deep enough on the takedowns. Jan's finding his mark on the boxing. If it comes to a stand-up fight, Jan's the tighter one and the more relaxed guy on the feet. Not that Merab's not landing good. He's landing clean, hard shots. But the Jan ones are having a little bit more of an effect on him. Great round for both fighters. I gave it to Jan, though. This is a 4-0 or 3-1 going into round 5. You can see that Merab is just someone has it 2-2. Hustle Bones 2-2. What in the? You don't have it 4-1 or you don't have it 3-1? You don't have it 3-1 or 3-0 or 4-0? What do you guys have it? What do you guys have it on the scorecards? Yep, we have it right here. Says 3-0 knock or snock. You have it 4-0. Petr Yan is winning this contest. Yeah, but I didn't ask Kevin from Chicago. Okay. I didn't ask if he was winning. I'm asking what the score is. Is it 4-1 or is it 3-1 or is it 4-0? What is it? Okay. You have a 4-0? All right. And it says, what are the odds before the fight? Both Pantoja and Merab losing. That's wild, man. I mean, everyone assumed that it would be the exact same fight as the last time. I've got 2 other people here. It says user, so I can't read it because it's so more. User TD2 GIF. Anyways, 4-0 for him. And then the strict. You guys have it 3-1 and 4-0, 4-0, 2-2. What in the hell? Someone has it 2-2 is brutal. Jan 4-0. 2-2 is brutal. Yeah. Here we go into the 5th round, championship round. Merab coming with the pressure. I think he's got to finish this fight if he wants to win this fight. If you guys can hear the commentary, what are they saying? Who are they saying is winning, and who are they saying needs to get the win? Or what do they got to do? Do they got to win? MMA Fighting has it 39-37. Jan. Yeah. Yep. You know what's funny is Angelo is the guy. Oh, talking about I see the odds. I do this. I told him, I said, I think Merab or not Merab, but Jan has a very good chance of winning this fight. I think it'll be a little bit different fight, but I still picked Merab. I got to be 100% honest. I'm not saying that I'm changing my pick now, but I picked Merab to win it, but I thought it'd be a lot better of a fight than it was the first time. And sure enough, it sure the hell was. Sure the hell was. Damn. Jan just looks fantastic. He looks great. Big shot by Jan. Coming over the top. Merab swinging a little bit wild now. Where's Chicago? Chicago was talking about Merab being wild earlier. Well, he's wild now. He wasn't as wild in the first round like you were pretending, but he's wild now. It's a close fight. You're nuts if you think it's clear. Oh, it's the thing is, it could be a close fight. It could be a close fight, but you could still lose every round by it being a close fight. That's the problem. Oh, big head kick right there. Landed clean. Merab ate it. He just freaking slurped it up and ate it up. That shit was wild. Holy shit, that was wild. He took the kick right to the face, and Jan has like got another burst of energy and is coming forward. Oh, big elbow though by Merab on the step in. Nicely done. That would have dropped almost any other fighter. Merab with a little lift and scoop. And Jan just went to, he just went to the well in terms of all of his wrestling for this camp. This guy is scrambling. He's wrestling. He's like, I'm the man. I'm ready to, this is wild to me. Petr Yan looks absolutely insane in the takedown defense. Oof. What a fight. Oh, Jan is looking like a machine right now. Absolutely. I would agree. Kevin from Chicago, 76-36. Finally, we agree on something. Finally. I'm glad you're keeping up with me, man. Positivity, Chicago. Ooh. If he jumps guillotine, oh, that was a nice little step aside trip. I think that's something that fight. Ooh, that's guillotine. Oh, the blood and the sweat makes it so difficult. This is the first time I've seen Merab look a little tired. Nice knee. Oh. Jan just looking at oh, nice body kick. He hit him again. He caught him with another body kick. You look at Merab, drop the elbow and start to circle. He keeps hitting him with the same shot. Wow. What a performance. What a fight. These guys went after it. They got after it. Great job by both fighters. You got to give both these fighters their due. This was a way better fight than I ever would have thought it would have been. Another body kick by Petr Yan. 37 seconds. Merab's got to let it all hang out, man. Another straight left, though, by Petr. Nice little trip. He little try to hit that little oblique kick and then step behind and went to the trip. Nice. Another head kick. Petr just mixed it up so well. Scooped, lift, takedown. Way to secure the fight. 10 seconds left. What a fight, man. What a fight. Wow. Give these guys, give them a little round of applause. Love this fight. Absolutely insane. Absolutely not anywhere near what I thought it was going to be. Nowhere near. Look at Theo Vaughn in the back. That dude showed up like 2 days ago for the fights. He's been sitting in the front row as soon as they laid the chairs out. Love it. Tribulation. Let's go, Jan. I think 4-0. It's going to be 5-0 probably at the end of this thing. It's going to be one of those type of fights right here. I'm going to give you some love there, Tribulation. There you go. 4-0. Woof. What a fight. 5-0 going into, I wouldn't be surprised if it's 50-45. I also wouldn't be surprised if it was 49-46, whatever it is, right? But man, Jan fought a great fight. Merab fought a great fight. Absolutely great fight. Watch this. Gets the takedown. Oh, they didn't show the continuation of it. Big right hand overhand right there by Petr Yan. What big pick and lift scoop slam right on the head, and that liver kick. After that, multiple times he went to the body that caused Merab to take a step back. Another knee. This is one of the two things that fighters don't use enough of is the jab and the body work, whether it's with the knees, whether it's with the kicks, whether it's with the boxing. And he just ate that head kick right there. Merab didn't even flinch. Another body kick. Drops the elbow, circles away. And if you want to slow a guy down that has great cardio, get to the body. Get to the body work. Damn, what a fight. What a fight. If you guys can, read off the scorecards to me. If we can find out what it is, read off the scorecards to me. Oof. I mean, I honestly thought Merab was going to win this fight, but I thought for sure that Petr Yan was going to have a better performance. Not this type of performance. He looked great, man. He looked absolutely insane. It was a fantastic performance. Fantastic performance. Both these guys are machines. Both of them. Read out the scorecards to me, please. Let them rip. Let them rip. Pantoja writes, I've been through worse. Oh, I'll come back even stronger. You can be sure of that. I would not disagree with that, man. Yep. The wild part is, man, is Petr Yan looks like he's like 40, maybe even closer to 45, but he's like 31 or something. And then Merab, I think, is 34 or 35, right? It's just insane to me. It just, the performance, everything, the way he carried himself, when you guys are watching a performance like that, it really comes down to the fighter that wastes the least, it's the least amount of movement wasted. He just, to be honest, he doesn't waste any movement. He stays with his hands on his head. He kind of rests his fingers on his head, and he just stays there defensively. He's defensively sound. What was the score? It was 32. It was what was the score? 3-2? Someone tell me what the scores were. I don't think a rematch. I think what they're gonna do is they're gonna allow Umar to fight Petr. Petr's wrestling coach is Dagestani. Oh man, after all the trash that Merab talked about, oh, we own Dagestanis and all this other stuff in the wrestling. Oh man. Woof. And the wrestling coach, not even the Dagestani, but the Dagestani coach coached his wrestler how to beat him. That's hilarious. Anyways, look, Merab is a fantastic champion, was a fantastic champion. And to be honest, will not doubt that he will be back. I wonder if they'll give him an automatic rematch and put Umar on the shelf, or they'll have Umar versus Petr Yan first, and then give Merab some time to like rest. He had 4 fights this year, big time. Carried the UFC on his back. The guy, 135 pounds, carried the UFC on his back. It was 39-36, 39-36, 49-46, not 39. 49-46 2 times and 48-47. Yeah, I had it more 49-46. I think you could give Merab, maybe, what was it, the third round? One of the rounds you could have given him. Possibly, I don't know what round they give him, but Merab needs to probably just take 2 or 3 months off. Get through the holidays, man. Christmas time, maybe even January, maybe do dry January or something. I don't know if he drinks or not, but do dry January and enjoy this time as the champion. Come back probably sometime around after Ramadan. If he's going to fight Umar's going to get the fight before Ramadan. He'll come back after, get ready to fight Umar probably sometime in round, I would say April or May. Get that fight in before the White House card and go from there. That's all I can think of. And if it's not going to be Umar, Then you do the Merab fight sometime around that April or May. Look, let's not forget, Merab's a U.S. citizen. So if you want to put him on the White House card, go right ahead. If the fight is anything like this fight, I'll take that fight. I'll take that fight all day long. You put that action-packed fight on the White House lawn, sign me up. Sign me up. And I don't got to pay for it. I get it for free. I can take that fight all day long on the White House lawn for free. Sign me up. That fucking fight was fantastic from beginning to end. Merab, no quit in him whatsoever. The dog that he is. Absolutely. I love this. Mutual respect. Absolutely love it. Pumped for this, man. Absolutely pumped. Great fight, man. Great fight. I don't know what Merab is saying. You guys can chat with me about what Merab is saying. He's like, I'm gonna go home, eat a hamburger. It's like, yo, nothing more American than that. Go home, enjoy your time, hang out with some friends. What is he saying? Come on, guys, give it to me. You see the way Jan limp arms out. Yeah. Jan's wrestling is fantastic. It's always been really good. Go back and watch some of his old fights, from the foot sweeps to the scrambles to the Grammy rolls, all those things. He just didn't show it in this first fight with him. Well, maybe it was the injury. Maybe it was just the hand. Maybe, we don't know. I mean, Merab became champion, like it is what it is. But I just wonder if they're going to give him, say, like, hey, man, you had 4 fights in a year. You made a ton of money as champion. Let's give you a little bit of a break. We'll come back and we'll visit you in like March, April, probably sometime around April or May. I think they're going to probably not have him fight until probably May. But the UFC, they love things like this. They love when fighters, especially a champion, will fight this many times, especially a champion that will risk it, put it all on the line. He did that every single damn time. I got to be like, I was on the same notion of Dana White. God, I'm not really warm to him, man. Like when he was making his run and he was waiting for Aljo to leave, and I was like, dude, what are you doing? What if Aljo never loses? You're gonna be there wasting your prime, and I get it for friendship. Cool, sounds great. But at the end of the day, you gotta make money to retire on. This job will not go forever. So I was not warm on him at all. Then he became champion. The Sean O'Malley still in the jacket, then the videos, and then all the things he did outside on social media. I was like, dude, this guy's hilarious. This is who he really is. I started watching YouTube videos on him. Like, this guy's a total knucklehead, but I fucking love it. I love it. So I'm hoping that he'll be back. I'm sure he'll be back, but I mean, like, isn't back. I want to see him back fighting for the title again, whether it's Jan or Umar or whoever else. It could be somebody else by the time, he gets back to a title shot. I don't see it being that long because he did the UFC solid this year, fought 4 times. Absolutely fantastic. Great performance. All of his fights were dominant except for this one, but they were great fights. Good fights all the way around. Maybe not submissions. Well, the Sean O'Malley one was a submission, but this was a standout fight. It takes 2 guys to tango. They both came in. They tangoed. It was fantastic. We all were privileged to watch this fight. Absolutely insane. Hey, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. Like I said, I am going to film the recap of this card tonight, right now, with Keto George. I'll be up for another hour, probably hour and a half, maybe, with Keto George. We're going to film this recap, and you guys tune in. It'll drop first thing in the morning. First thing in the morning for you guys. Doing you guys a solid here, okay? So love you guys. Thank you guys so much. And I'll be doing a live show tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time, 8:30 Eastern Time. Tune in, watch it. It will be live on our Weighing In YouTube channel. Do not miss it. It's with my boy Angelo. I love how you guys love to hate on him. So hit us up in the comments in the chat. Make sure you guys thrash on him. He said that Merab was going to walk right through Petr Yan. Give him a hard time tomorrow night on the chat, 7:30. Like and subscribe to our channel. And I want to thank you guys so much again for following us on this channel. Okay, the Weighing In channel appreciates you. Become a member. Also, use the links down below in the descriptions for Drink Element. They'll send you a free bonus package with every purchase. And go to wewantpicks.com/offer, $10 a month. They give you an AI that helps you pick and generate your boats or your bets on any platform. And there's also people on there that gives you their bets and tells you why. These are famous gamblers, by the way, not just me. Okay, so hey, so look right there. I love you right there. Todd Johnson, 51. Josh Thompson is the best of all time. I appreciate you guys. Good night. And then hopefully you guys enjoyed this 3 hours and 14 minutes and 44 seconds, 45 seconds. We're out.